Okay, now we're live. I actually I had everything set up, and then, like the genius that I am, I set the YouTube video to be public instead of unlisted, which means that anyone that's subscribed to our
The YouTube channel
got the notification that we were going live, and I'm like, that's not okay. We have people that pay to be here,
Yeah.
So I had to go back. I had to delete it. I had to cancel it. I had to redo it. I just hope that our Patreons got the message on Patreon. I updated it. Tell them I updated it.
Hopefully, we'll see.
I just don't want anyone to be mad because, you guys pay to be here. I don't want to just open it up for. I very much don't want to just make it not worth being a Patreon supporter.
Yeah. Because we have our special shows that are open to everybody, but
we'll do that every once in a blue moon. But yeah, absolutely. Especially one like this, where we have nothing to talk about. That's what we really bring to the table for Patreon members when we have nothing going on.
We have no content for you.
No content whatsoever.
So I just wish, and for the Patreon members watching, and this is our Patreon intro, so we haven't started the official show yet, but
this is...
I just wish I could see the list of figures. I just want to know. I need a strategy.
No, man, no. I like this. I like it. It's like
you got to go in blind.
It's like a schoolyard game of kickball.
That's right. You just show up.
That's
and you just see what happens.
You're team captain. I'm team captain, and the chubby loner kid gets picked last, and that's just how it's gonna be. That was me every time.
Yep. Until I got to high school. Until I got to high school, and then I started playing football, and then I stopped getting picked last. Well, that's because you're big. Yeah. You're like,
you were the guy that everyone wanted for football, but not for kickball.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then they made a mistake when they picked me for any other sport.
Let's see, volleyball, Wilbon.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
You look really nice in the shorts, though. I'm just saying.
You're right. Those booty shorts.
I'd pay to see it.
Those booty shorts. Oh yeah.
That's where we get into OnlyFans territory here. Yeah. So far, we got the Gamer Zone 24 hanging out for this. This is for the future people watching the show that are Patreon members, or like a year from now when I have just made it public for anyone to watch. Because I do that sometimes. I'll go back and make super old content public. I just figure at that point the Patreon people got their Patreon exclusivity out of it,
Yeah. I like how many people go back and listen to episodes. I've been talking
We've been getting a lot of that.
Brian James, on Facebook. And I didn't know there was so many people that go back, because there's other people that I've DM'd me on Instagram and the other people in the Facebook that are I started at episode 1 and I'm almost caught up now, and it's cool to relive your guys' predictions. And Brian said that we were pretty good on our Return of the Jedi prediction, so that's cool.
Yeah.
When you've been doing this long enough, you can pretty much call things it's a poetry.
You just know how it works at some point.
Yeah. What were you gonna say though, Wilbon?
I went back when I was on my way back from ICC. I went back to episode 1, and now I'm all the way up to 14, 13,
okay.
I want to say. I listen to it when I'm riding in the car by myself, just going from house to house for work. So 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, I'm catching all the way back up.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I'm going back right now and just listening to Lord of the Rings in my car. I do audiobooks, and I got the ones where Andy Serkis is reading, and it's pretty cool. Good.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of forget, because it's been a long time since I've read them, and I forget how different they are from the movies, or how different the movies are from them. And it's always little things. You're like, is that right? Is that how it happened? Oh yeah, I guess this would be how it happened. That's right.
Yeah, it's like the movies have been out for so long, you start to take
they kind of
those
supplant
as
themselves.
The gospel, but then you go back and it's this is not.
No, it's different.
Quite the same.
Yeah, for sure. I will say, so they famously cut a character out of the movies, Tom Bombadil, and he is obnoxious. If he had been in the movies, he would have been the worst part of the movies.
Yeah.
Because the dude just goes around constantly singing nonsense. He would be 100%, he would be Jack Black. Like, if
Yes.
you took Jack Black and
Yes.
turned him up to like 11 and just be like, Jack Black, just be the Jack Blackiest Jack Black that you can Jack Black. And he'd be like, ho ho, hey diddly-o, Tom Bombadillo. And you're like, all like every freaking sentence he
They'd have to
says
tone him down.
is metered. No, in the book though, that's how he is. Like in the book, he doesn't talk. He sings. Like all of his dialogue is metered in rhymes, and it's supposed to be read as if he's singing the words that he's saying, and it's freaking obnoxious. I could not. I'm so glad that they're done with that guy now, because Jesus.
If they ever decide to do him in the Amazon show, they should just get Jack Black and be done with it.
100%. That was my first thought. I'm like, this guy's just Jack Black was like, I like this Tom Bombadil guy. I'm just gonna do that forever.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be my whole thing now. And I don't hate Jack Black. Don't get me wrong. Like, but small doses kind of thing. Like, if you're just like that all the time,
It's got to be exhausting.
It just gets annoying. Like, I couldn't imagine. He's apparently got this hot ass wife named Goldberry. He doesn't shut up about how hot she is. That's like the one thing you know about her is that she's hot. That's it. And you're just like, I get it, dude. Like, but how does she put up with you? Because you just don't shut up.
Lane Speeder Luke in
Lane
the
Speeder
chat.
Luke's here. That's right.
What's up?
What's up? So look at this. I've sold enough Rebel Troopers.
I'm gonna
on
go cancel mine.
Entertainment Earth.
I'm gonna cancel mine.
You better not. I've
gonna
sold
cancel mine right
enough to pay for over one full one by itself
Just by
There you
itself.
go.
through entertainment.
That's pretty good.
I've sold 17, which on Amazon, if I posted an Amazon link,
2 of those are mine.
2 of them are mine.
Yeah.
Amazon usually sells I'll sell 40 or 50 of them because people just love Amazon, I guess. But for Entertainment Earth, 17 is quite a lot because I get 8% of if it's over $500 that month, which it should be when these all ship. So yeah, that's like $40 just off Rebel Troopers on 8%.
Very nice.
That's how you do it, I guess. That's how you
pays
hustle.
for over. Yeah, right. That's
right.
crazy.
It's like not even spending any money at all.
I know. I'm looking at my sales on that today. I need to check the Amazon because I posted the Vader. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, I like when Luke joins us live. He rarely does. Why? I guess Luke pulled the gun too early. He ordered his too early. Ooh, I've sold 5 of the SH Figuarts Darth Vaders on Amazon.
Nice.
One of them is mine. So
You're just pulling money out of your own pocket there.
you mean putting it back in it?
Oh, okay.
Putting
I
it
see.
back.
Yeah,
I
he
get,
gets a little
It's just a
commission. He
discount.
gets a little
It's just a
spit.
discount.
Yeah, it's a little 3%. Kickback.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Did Yakface change his thing to where you can't get post notifications, or am I just crazy?
I feel like I only get half
I don't
of them.
know.
Because his last
I haven't got one any. Yeah. So
the last 4 days, I just haven't been able to. I haven't been getting his post notifications on Instagram.
yeah, he's got 6 new posts that I definitely haven't been getting.
Yeah, so I wonder if he
interesting.
if he was able to change that in a setting or something, but I don't know.
Man,
It makes me nervous
what I'll
though for
do
when
is
stuff
I'm
goes up.
going to turn off.
See, I did all that too.
Notifications.
I even got to the point where
I'm
I
going to put it back
deleted
on.
the app.
Weird.
And I deleted and re-downloaded it, and
How are we going to survive if we don't get instant Yak Face notifications?
I know it's
As a Star Wars content creator, I rely on Yak Face.
I'm just glad it's not only me, because maybe Instagram will fix it.
No, yeah, it's probably an
So,
Instagram problem, or it's something
yeah.
he did. I don't know. I don't even know if can you do that. Can you be like, no, I don't want anyone, even if they click it, I don't want them to.
I don't know, because
I
I
don't
would
think
like
they
people to
can.
have notifications for me.
I want to force it. I want I want to be able to go to their house and just show them my phone. Like, look, I just posted this.
Yeah.
Comment.
Hey, Luke, how does my audio sound for a viewer's perspective? Just to check before we go on the main show.
On the main show.
I definitely need to upgrade my camera because I bought this webcam for like $20 on Amazon. It's okay, but
Most
like
$20 camera. Yeah.
if I'm gonna do more zooms and things for work, and then this, like, it needs to be better than a $20 Amazon camera.
Yeah, I ended up spending like $200 on a camera.
Wow.
Yeah, it's because it's the same thing for work. I'm like, I'm gonna be using this a lot, and I was just getting to doing like live streams on like Twitch and stuff. I'm like, I want something that makes me look good. And I got, I don't remember what it's called. It's like a little.
This one's like
it's not a Logitech thing. It's some other company.
Yeah, mine's Logitech, and it says it goes up to 1080p, which is it's perfect. Like, I don't need people looking at this on 4K.
No, I do.
Anything,
I need to look. Lumina is what I have. Lumina.
Caught in 4K.
Yeah.
A little louder than Mike. Maybe I should can I turn this down here? Let's see.
No, it just means I have to turn myself up.
Okay, perfect.
That's what he's saying. He's saying he wants more Mike. He wants more me.
More of you. Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
No, that's the one thing no one's ever told me is that I need to be louder. I've never had that problem whatsoever.
So I don't know if I told you, but I did confirm our guest for the next show.
Okay.
And I'll reconfirm, and I'll announce it on the show, the main show, to the regular audience. Yeah, sometime in the beginning.
You want to start? Do you want it at the beginning or do you want it at the end?
Well,
give them a little taste.
Well, I'm not going to say who it is. I'm just going to tease. We have a pretty good guest.
Okay.
In the beginning, so that way when they come back, it's a surprise.
Okay.
For next time. So, I think it'll be an interesting chat. I
don't even know what I say to a person like that. Like,
so since we're on the Patreon intro, I would just tell the Patreon members. It's Gregory Titus, the guy who did all the red and black box art for the Black Series. So he's going to be joining us, which...
It's just one of those things like, hey, I like the artwork you did on the toys that I bought.
And I threw all the boxes away.
Actually, no. I technically have a full Gregory Titus collection.
Wait, I think I have one over here.
In boxes in my garage.
I've got this very cool Dryden vase.
Yeah, you go. So did you just trace them? Is that what you did? You just trace people? So you love
Luke, you'll be back.
Yeah, you gotta have him.
You'll be back.
You gotta have Lance.
Luke was requested by someone recently to talk about
Luke.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we've outgrown Luke Landspeeder.
Yeah, that's true.
But not Landspeeder Luke. So.
You know what's funny? I commented on this guy. It was in a Facebook page, and he was like new to Black Series. So I was like, hey, you should listen to Black Series Cantina if you like podcasts. And then he commented, he's like, yeah, I'm just now starting to get into it. I'll check it out. But I've been watching YouTube, and I really like Mike Case, Landspeeder Luke, Out of the Basement, and Lukeness Monster. And I was like,
do we have a podcast for you?
So I replied, and I said, you'll be happy to know that Mike Case is literally my co-host, and Landspeeder Luke and Out of the Basement are like our closest friends these days. So... And they're always on the show, so you should definitely listen to the podcast.
It's so weird. It's so weird. I'm actually Luke's got me a little nervous about having Gregory Titus on.
Oh, I'm pumped because I want him to. I'm gonna ask him like, were you pissed when they didn't bring you back for the Galaxy line? Then see what he says.
Well, I mean, it's not like he was on there from the beginning, you know.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
But I'm sure.
Sure,
they were giving him.
He's got opinions.
I mean, they were definitely giving him. I don't know how big of a bag, but enough of a bag, and now he's not getting said bag anymore. So he's got to be
the life of an
salty.
artist, man. You're hot shit one day, and nobody cares about you the next.
Yeah, that's true. But so I think it'll be cool. But I'm ready to. You say we get onto the main show here?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we've done enough warming up.
We have our vocal cords all warmed up. Just the me.
Wilbon, do you just want to do that? We can just have Wilbon on for the main show.
You know what? Here's what I decided we're gonna do. No. Here's what I decided we're gonna do. Wilbon's gonna be on one full episode every month until we get a second VIP person. So if you don't want to hear Wilbon for a full episode, then you have the power to remove him from the podcast.
We only have 2 shows a month, Mike.
Throw some money down.
No, and he's going to be on 50% of the shows every month. I don't know, maybe for 5 minutes, maybe for the whole show. I don't know. But he is the first person. We put this ridiculous bonkers $25 a month tier on our Patreon. And
well, it started at 50 and then went to 35 and then 25.
Doesn't matter. He's the first person to take advantage of it, and I'm going to treat him like royalty until someone else does it too. It's not special anymore, and he loses all of the privileges that he's gained for being the first.
Just like any good Black Series exclusive,
100%,
or snow speeder vehicle, whatever. I waited for the price to go down, wait for it to go on discount.
All right, we'll do this. Every non-guest episodes, Patreon intros will be can be Wilbon's 15 minutes.
There you go.
That's fine.
And he'll have his one a month show.
But if you don't like Wilbon, you have the power. And what's fun about that is when you do it, we're going to tell him, and then you guys get to have a fight.
Yeah, we're going to have a battle. That's
there
right.
can be only one VIP, okay? we're gonna Highlander the shit out of this.
Yeah, once we get a second one, we'll just make it like a $40 tier and then see who bites on that one.
We'll keep up. Yeah, we'll keep going up.
Yeah. A bidding war.
That's right.
Or we can have the 2 VIPs just take over the show, and you guys don't even have anything to do with it.
I'll just take a back seat. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You guys can be the guest on our show.
Oh, okay. Fine. That's pretty much what your monthly show is that we did the other day.
So we're just gonna start a new podcast called Black Series Cabana.
Yeah, and there you go.
And we're gonna have blackjack and hookers.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna be rated M on the Apple ratings. We're just gonna have blackjack
you'll have
hookers.
That explicit tag. Absolutely.
Right. Yes,
sure.
that's right.
Yeah. So that's definitely making it in the actual show. Hi there. You're listening to Black Series Cantina episode. What are we on? 47? 47. That's crazy. It's me, the host Mike, and then I also have my co-host, as always, Zach. Hi, Zach.
Hello there. Glad to be here.
Yeah, and then joining us for a very special episode, we have our number one Patreon member number 1, Wilbon, who has paid for the VIP access, and because of that, we gave him homework this week. We're having a very special episode in which we needed someone that we could trust. We needed someone that we could rely on. And
I don't know about that.
Then we chose Wilbon instead. So, it's just what we did. But his presence will be known later. I don't want to rip the Band-Aid off too soon. But if you can look at the title of the episode and probably piece things together. But until we do that, we're going to carry on like this is a normal episode. So before we move on, though, I would like to thank all of our Patreon supporters, including Wilbon, who's hanging out with us.
What's up, guys? Again,
we always talk Patreon at the beginning, just to remind you that it exists, and also because this is how we get any money from this, because we don't run ads. We don't want ads. If you hear ads, let us know so we can take care of it. But this is the only ad you'll hear.
And it's about us.
That's it. It's about us. We're advertising
about
ourselves.
Us
you can directly,
us.
You can directly support the channel. And just so you know, right now, all the proceeds for the channel go to get us to Star Wars Celebration in Japan, because flying to Japan is expensive, and we want to do a very special show from Japan. We're gonna try to get crazy with it. We're gonna try to get nuts with it. We're gonna try to talk Hasbro. We're gonna try to see if we can get someone from the movies. Now I'm making this all up right now, and I haven't talked to Zach about this at all. So I'm literally just talking.
I mean, I am down for all of that.
I know, like, why wouldn't you be? And plus, it's so far in the future, I can make up anything I want right now, and it just sounds great.
Can we get a Black Series collector in Japan that does not speak English? And
That
just
would be
pure chaos
awesome.
the whole show.
I love it. Absolutely.
I would
Let's
still
do
be
it.
down for that.
I
But
can say
until then,
konnichiwa.
tonight we don't have a lot of Black Series news because they're
We
not
got nothing.
dropping figures.
Oh
But
my god.
just like the other our most recent show, I think we've cobbled together a pretty good show for you all. We have a very fun activity to take up most of the time later on, so please stick around for that. Our next show, however, we have a very cool guest who's done work for Hasbro in the past.
Yep.
Not work that maybe like our other guest, Sarah Lynn Reynolds, did, but I just wanted to give you a little tease. He's worked with
Little teaser.
Hasbro in the past on something. So yeah, he'll be our guest next show. We'll probably do like the same format. We'll do an hour, and then we'll get into the normal fine editions once we let him go.
Yep. And for the love of God, Hasbro, give us something to talk about. Jeez, it's been dry.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hasbro's kind of leaving us hanging, but AliExpress is kind of coming in clutch.
True.
They're coming
That's
through.
true.
They're coming through.
So we're definitely going to get into the AliExpress drops whenever we get into our news session. You know what I wanted to talk about last episode, but I totally forgot because we were trying to just think of everything we could to make content to stretch the episode.
Yeah.
We never talked about the legendary Super Saiyan Goku that I'm super excited about and I pre-ordered. I just wanted to drop that in real quick because I was going to try to get the World Tour exclusive Goku with the pearlescent hair, but now I don't need to because I can just get the legendary one. It's on a 3.0 body. All right, Dragon Ball Z, SH Figure Arts corner is done.
That's what we do is we pivot into a Dragon Ball Z podcast, SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z podcast. Where, I mean, that is probably the most iconic version of Super Saiyan Goku. That's the one where he's fighting Frieza on Namek. He doesn't have a shirt. He's got torn up pants.
I'm very hyped.
Yeah.
Yes.
But speaking of SH Figure Arts.
Yeah.
Figure Arts.
I
don't even know. It's very weird.
Figure Arts.
Figure Arts.
Figure Arts. Figure Arts.
So they've been dropping, Amazon Japan has been dropping deals on some SH Figure Arts Star Wars lately. Anakin Skywalker for $50, which pisses me
for
off.
5 minutes. It was like there for like 5 minutes.
Oh, it was like half an hour, but
okay. Oh, sorry.
It was like 5 minutes from when I posted it because I think one person got it for 50 through my link, and then all my comments were like, "Bro, it's like $80."
It's like $80. What are you talking about?
But yeah, $50 literally like a week after I bought it. Wilbon, I know you bought it too, right? For 80.
Yeah. I saw right after we had talked about it on the Patreon exclusive thing. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get that. And then you posted that it was $50. I was like, no, what?
And they also posted the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader for $57, and I wasn't like super excited about that. And then after mulling it, and I watched a couple YouTube reviews, and I was like, you know what? It's just another Vader. Worst case scenario, if I'm not a big fan of it, which it looks like a really great figure. Like worst case scenario, it's just an extra Vader for the shelf, you know.
Right.
And so I bought it for $57. Can't pass it up. You know, if I need to, I can maybe do a giveaway or sell it or something if I don't end up wanting it.
True. But it could end up on the Wheel of Death. Who knows?
It could end up on the Wheel of Death, but it does look like and I think it might still be $57 for people that are watching live. I'm not sure how long that's going to last, but by the
time this goes live for everyone, like that's going to be way gone.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like a good enough figure for me to pull the trigger on for $57. So I decided to get it.
I have a hard time getting into SH figures. Like, I'm not saying they're bad or anything, like whatsoever. Mm-hmm. Do not mistake me for saying that. But I don't know. I just have trouble saying like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. They always look good, but in hand, I've just never been super satisfied with one personally.
Mm-hmm. It'll be my first Star Wars one. Well, that and the Anakin that I bought. That'll be my first Star Wars one, so.
And they are a little bit pricey in comparison to like Black Series or anything like that. Anything in that $20 to $30 range. That they are like $90+ usually. So that's always something to consider when you're trying to have like a giant collection on your shelf. It's like you're gonna end up with a pretty expensive collection. A lot of money going into that.
No, and like Luke says in our chat, he says it's a great figure, especially for $57. It comes with, the alt head underneath, and then it also has like 8 or so different hand swaps you can do, and the cut off arm, and the helmet looks like Return of the Jedi, unlike the upcoming Black Series one where it's more red for some reason, and that one's like just pure gloss black, how it should be in Return of the Jedi. So I'm excited for it. I'll let you know how it is, Mike, when I get it. Hopefully it's nice.
Watch them fix that either for the actual release or when they eventually release it into the Galaxy packaging. Yeah, watch them fix that.
I would be in on it if they do. Just like they did Bib Fortuna, they released them originally with some
blue.
Is
that different? I saw it today and I could not tell. It was really hard. It's one of those things I'd have to bring my figure into the store with me or buy one and take it home and look at it side by side.
Take it into GameStop and trade it. Try to trade it in for the other one. You guys take trade-ins on Black Series figures?
Well, you see life in black and white, so.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah. I saw it firsthand in GameStop the other day, actually, and it looks a lot better, but I don't care enough about Bib Fortuna to get the revised version.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
I mean, I famously canceled it. And famously, I mean, people know about this all around the world that I canceled mine.
It was literally a thing.
It was a thing. I did live.
Cancel Bib Fortuna.
That's right. Literally cancel culture.
Yeah.
But then you make up for it by pre-ordering something literally later that episode when you canceled.
I think I pre-ordered a second Magma Guard. Magna Guard.
Yeah.
Magma Guard would be way cooler. It'd be like a lava droid guard.
When I was younger, that's what I thought it was. I always called it the Magma Guard.
The Magma Guard on Mustafar.
Pokemon,
sense, right?
Yeah.
Magnetar or Magma, whatever. Magmar.
So
Magmar.
I would always used saying that, so I just assumed it was Magma Guard. I was probably like 16 before I realized it was Magna.
That's pretty
Guard.
old, dude. You should be embarrassed.
Probably.
I mean, I wouldn't have, like, Batman couldn't have drugged that fact out of me. So.
Well, I mean, also at the same time when I was growing up, like, I really wasn't like. I was big into Star Wars when I was a kid, but through high school, I didn't really get back in it until Force Awakens was announced.
Were you a Dark Vader kid?
No, I wasn't that stupid.
Were you a lifesaver kind of person?
I wasn't those idiots.
You know what I don't like about newer Star Wars media, and this includes the prequels. So it's calling them laser swords. Like Anakin Skywalker did it in the prequels. And I'm just like, what?
Now we got Luke saying it in Last Jedi.
That's something my mom would. She's like, go get your Nintendo and your laser sword. Like, what?
Your laser sword?
Yeah, just like, what is this, generic? Did they have to go to the pharmacy and get lightsaber generic or whatever? Like, what's going on here?
It's so they can trademark that, so Disney can own.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Sword. Yeah, so
like
every Dollar General that sells a laser sword,
and
they've got to pay Disney.
Yeah, Gundam has to call it Beam Saber just so it's different because they also have lightsabers.
Yeah, I didn't mind Anakin saying it, but I did kind of mind like an actual Jedi Luke saying it because I feel like it's kind of downplays what it is. And I know that was his whole thing in that movie.
That was kind of the point.
And that's
honestly,
a whole nother
I kind of get both
topic, but
I get both people saying it. One, he's a little kid. He's like, "Oh, you're a laser." So it'd be like a little kid saying Dark Vader or whatever. I get it. But then Luke is purposely downplaying it because like he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go waltz in with my laser sword." Like I get it. But it's not just those two. I'm pretty sure they've used that in other media.
Yeah, I
like
think they have
books and
too.
Stuff.
There's another one recently that I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
I didn't come prepared for this, so I didn't have examples. I didn't have any receipts for this. So those are the only two I can think off the top of my head, but I know there's more. So it's not just those two. But we're getting way off topic, and that's okay because we really don't have a topic.
We need topics.
We need topics. That's right. This is a Black Series podcast, though. So at some point, we should probably talk fine editions. And
let's do it right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, I have a lot. I know I have a lot. I know Zach has a lot. And I think Wilbon, you said you have.
I got one.
You got
Right,
one.
We'll let the VIP go first.
Yeah, go first.
All right.
What you got?
So I've got, as of today, which is not new by any means, but it's new to me. I got the on-card Jar Jar Binks from Best Buy. They have a ton of Black Series on sale, probably still, because I think they're trying to get rid of all of them, I guess. I think they saw they have Moff Gideon credit collection for $7.99 shipped.
Dang.
$7.99.
So if you want some extra Darksabers, just do that. Who cares about Moff Gideon at that point? Just get some extra Darksabers.
What was the price on that Jar Jar?
$12.99. So
That's
not quite Ollie's $10, but
Yeah.
I missed Jar Jar at Ollie's. So, and this is in the card back.
Yeah,
so
I was
if
going to say that's more fun
Right.
because of the card back. Yeah, for
Right.
sure. Yeah.
Exactly.
See, that's one. If I see that for $12.99, I'll probably pick it up because the Jar Jar I have, the ear is broken off.
Oh, so you
yeah.
need a replacement anyway.
I need a new one.
Right. So that's all for me though. But
That's
to
good.
get anything card back for $12,
Oh,
I'll take
yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Not even a question.
All right, I'll go ahead and go because Mike, I know you got a really cool set of new figures, and that can
I do.
segue into a whole conversation about those.
Sure.
So I'll
Let's,
start off
Yeah.
with
What you got for
let's-
us?
I'll do some non-Star Wars items to start off with. This got delivered today. I totally forgot it shipped, but I got the awakened Vegeta from SH Figuarts.
Vegeta.
Nice.
Vegeta, notoriously 5'3" or however tall he is. But
He's a short guy for sure.
Short
yeah.
king. Short
He's
king.
canonically very short. He's like Wolverine
Yeah.
short.
super pumped for this. My trunk still hasn't shipped, but that's probably the figure I'm
Hold on,
most looking
see.
forward to right now. All right, so I have to talk about the Spider-Man 3-pack. You already know it.
Yes.
So here's Tom Holland's Spider-Man. This is such a big upgrade from the other version they did because he doesn't have the... On this version, he has the painted web lines and all that, and the paint overall in the suit is just a ton better.
At a glance,
So-
that looks fantastic. It looks a lot better than the just the integrated
Oh,
suit,
yeah.
whatever that is. That release, I was disappointed by that, to be honest.
A lot of the
that looks
newer MCU, well, I guess not newer these days, but a lot of the Tom Holland MCU figures aren't great for Marvel Legends. I do like the Stark suit one, but like all the other ones are just not, they don't stand out. Like they're just not impressive. Like the Miles Morales figure from the PS4 game or PS5 game is like stunning, but for some reason the MCU wins, they just haven't been able to get. And honestly, and I'll talk about them in a second, but the Tom and Toby, or not, the Andrew and Toby ones are a lot better because I'll go ahead and show the Amazing Spider-Man. But see how his like waist has that full range of motion, but for Tom, he still only has the forward bend and it clips.
Oh,
You hear
Oh,
that?
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have the full twist. It's only the bend forward, which is really annoying because it really restricts posing.
Yeah.
So that's a little annoying, but you can still get him in a really cool pose.
And for Spider-Man, you need all those points of articulation that
exactly.
you can.
Absolutely. He's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like the Tom Holland ones usually they're not the best figures. Like some of they look really cool, but they're not the best posable figures. But I think this is the best of the three. The Amazing Spider-Man, which is Andrew Garfield's, very tall, very lanky, so I think it's accurate. The paint is stunning. Like the spider logo, the black on the front and then the red on the back is amazing. I have him in weird poses because I had him posed on like the Jedi Temple March side thing. So I got a pretty cool picture of that. But yeah, I wasn't really excited whenever this shipped because the hype had kind of died. But when I opened them, like it just came back. Super pumped for these figures. And of course, last but not least, Tobey Maguire Spidey, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Absolutely love it. Gonna definitely buy a second one if they single release it with an alternate head, or if maybe they release another version with the black suit, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
So hopefully they do that. But the eyes, Mine are good. I know
I've seen a lot of people get really bad paint apps or no paint apps.
Yeah, a lot of people. Good. Yeah, mine is pretty solid. A lot of people, and especially the Hasbro PR, like press release photos, it's completely missing a paint on the black border of the eye, and it makes it look like it's angled all off, and just the size is wrong and all that. So it just makes it look so weird whenever the black border isn't painted right. But mine came in pretty good, so I'm really excited about that. Nice. And a lot of people, they kind of complain about how the suit in No Way Home wasn't exactly 100% the suit that it was in the original trilogy, his original trilogy. But for me, I'm not that into it like I am for like Darth Vader suits. It's close enough for me. Like this is a great Tobey Maguire figure for the shelf.
Yeah, that's unmistakably the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And that's kind of when you have a $30 figure, it's in a 3-pack because it ends up being $90, but it's $30 for that one. It's like, as long as it's like close enough, it's not like a deluxe paint job. So as long as it's close enough, I guess.
That was the extra money, right? It was because they painted all the webs and stuff. The things they usually skip. Well, like when they do a regular version, Yeah,
all the painted web lines, and then they also included a pretty good amount of alt hands, and then it does come with a bunch of like webbing.
I don't like the webbing.
That comes with.
I really like. I know people are like, "Oh, I love the webbing." I don't like the webbing.
I don't like the webbing for SH Figuarts Spider-Man is amazing because it's solid and it looks like he's actually shooting it. But this stuff is just, this is
dangles.
Awful. Yeah, there's just nothing.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting the Friendly Neighborhood SH Figuarts one. Because for $90, it's like when I'm really only into the Friendly Neighborhood one, and it comes with the unmasked version and everything. So I think that's what I'll end up doing.
Yeah, well, I would wait a little bit. Maybe Amazon Japan will put it up for like $60.
That's right.
You never know. They seem to be doing that lately. So, but moving on, Lane Speeder Luke, if he's still in the chat, thank you very much. He painted up this Chewbacca for me, make it look like a little snowy for Hoth, so it's going to go on the Hoth display.
He first got that idea with me talking to Ken Plume, who has been on the show. He invited me on his channel, and Luke was in the chat, and we were just, offhand being like, "Hey, Luke," like, because I think he was opening up a 3 3/4 inch like Hoth Chewbacca.
Wait,
I'm like.
Oh, wait, Ken Plume was or
Ken
Luke
Plume
was?
Yeah.
Okay,
so Ken Plume, he has like a show he's been doing called Not Figure It Out. That's the other thing. That's the other guys. That's
those basement boys.
That's the basement boys. No, he does one. I forget what he calls it. Something. It's figure something. But he opens figures. He has like a ton of unopened 3 3/4 inch not Black Series figures, but just 3 3/4 inch Star Wars figures. And I chose Power of the Force 2 kind of era. And he got to a Hoth Chewbacca, and we opened it up, and Lance Peter Luke was in the audience.
That's cool.
And he was just offhanded. We were just joking that he would make one. And like 10 minutes later, he like sends me a picture. He's like, "Oh, I just made this." I was like, "What?"
He's so talented and creative. It's insane.
He really is. I think he actually sent that one that he made to Ken, but I think that was another one he made because he's just so. He's one of those guys that's just good at everything he does, and it just kind of pisses me off.
And he's so giving too.
Just be bad at something, dude. Have a character flaw.
Yeah,
I feel like he makes something, he just sends it to somebody.
This is on me. But last week he was going to give me his Jabba the Hutt palace, the 48-inch Jabba. But we didn't have time. We were up in LA, but we were hanging out with family and we went to go see a movie. Then we were going to go see a show at the Pantages. Like, we just did not have time to swing by and see it.
Mike,
I will pay for
family.
shipping.
Yeah.
Acquire Jabba's palace. Disregard family.
Right. I will pay for shipping. Yeah. Put it in a big ass box. I'm paying for shipping. Send it. But moving on the fine editions. I got Paplu in.
Paplu.
Finally. So I've fully assembled. Not only have I assembled the 3 Spider-Men, I've assembled the 3 Ewoks.
Is that the Friendly Neighborhood Ewok?
The Friendly Neighborhood Ewok.
Now you can have a battle between your Spider-Men and your Ewoks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if they could be stormtroopers.
Yeah, anything is possible in the multiverse.
That's right.
So Paploo is a good addition. I did order a custom, a very fine edition. I did order a custom Jedi robe from Josh's Custom Capes.
Josh's Custom Capes.
Yep, it's wired and all that. This is actually technically a Kenobi show Obi-Wan robe, but it's dark enough brown to work for Anakin.
I would never know. It looks fine. Absolutely.
It looks like his robe from episode 3. Looks just like
I almost bought, he was having a sale and he had a purple one for Asajj Ventress, but it was out of stock. And I'm like, oh, if it were in stock, I would have bought it.
I've had that one on my Etsy wish list for probably a year now, where it's just like, eventually I'm going to get that. I
bet if I message him, he'll make one. Like, but I think that would look so good on this. Obviously, it looks so good on Asajj. That's why he made it. But yeah,
these are. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting more because this is the one that's leading my 8 clone troopers up the Jedi Temple March.
Nice.
So.
It's crazy how different a cloak like that makes the figures look. Like if you go back and do the Qui-Gon and the episode 1 Obi-Wan, like they're fine because they look like that for 20 minutes of a 3-hour movie, but they spend most of the movie in their robes and it really changes the look.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm gonna post a picture on my Instagram once I fully finish the print. I just got to get some brown filament to do the beams that go up the side, but it looks okay with Anakin in the front of the 8 clone troopers going up the stairs. But when I put the cloak on him, and then I took the saber off and just did the hilt, and he's like leading them into the temple, like it just changes the tone of the set to look like, okay, this is like looking like it's directly out of the scene. So the cloak really like pulls it all together.
There's too many of them. What are we going to do?
That's the next thing I need to print. I need to get a custom young baby Snoke that gets destroyed by Anakin and survives.
Need some younglings in there.
Hey, he wouldn't have been. I mean, there's precedent now for younglings surviving and turning to the dark side. So, because that's literally Reva's story.
Yeah.
Okay, they can have one kid survive Anakin. If they have multiple kids, well, no, there's 2 now. Baby Yoda escapes.
Yeah, that's true.
Reva escapes. Yeah. We can't have more kids be escaping Anakin like this. It's cut off.
I think 3 kids escaping is fine. But here's the thing. Reva didn't escape. She got killed. She just didn't die. If that
she was escaping is fine.
Right.
But if he's slashing up like kids and they have like 6 kids survive Anakin slashing. Right. We're getting too far, so Reva's the one exception. That's how it needs to stay.
All right.
Final fine edition is the Revenge of the Jedi.
So jealous
Demon
of this.
Darth Vader.
Demon Darth Vader.
That's what I'm calling it.
Demon time, Darth Vader.
Oh, that's so funny.
At that. The card is cool. You know, I was a little like the card is cool, but I'm a little disappointed. I feel like they could have gave us an alt poster on the other side for like display option, but this is still really cool.
Kind of like you flip like DVD or game cases inside out to have
like video game cases have alt covers on the other side. I feel like that would have been cool. But look at the colors on this; it's so good.
It does look good. Like, mine comes tomorrow, and I'm super bummed it didn't come in time for today.
Like,
I've seen people saying it's taller than the other Vaders.
It shouldn't be. It's the
same mold.
It's the same, yeah.
Is it the Empire Strikes Back mold though, or is it the New Hope
I haven't looked. Let me see if it has butters.
Check those butters, baby.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I believe so.
Perfect.
I'd have to grab the other one, but yeah, this looks like the Empire version because it's a helmet. The helmet sculpt is a little Yeah, this is ESB.
All right, I'm a little bummed they didn't like do it as a preview for the Return of the Jedi one. Like that would have made more sense, and there's precedent for them to do that because they technically announced and released the carbonized Vader, which was the Empire Strikes Back body, before they announced the regular Empire Strikes Back Vader.
That is true. Yeah, this set's really neat. Whenever they announced this, we weren't too high on it, but we were like, Yeah, well, we might get it, and
yeah,
then
well,
we both
I had to
ordered
get it
it.
because I want a Vader in multiple colors, and this is my red one. Yeah.
But like in hand, it's a really cool like display piece. So I'm pretty excited. I'm more excited about it than I thought I would. Like opening it, it just pops. That's just like the best way to say it. This is really going to stand out. So I think it's a great display piece.
Mine is in the town that things sit in before they're out for delivery.
Almost
so for me,
in time.
it's Bloomington. Yeah, Bloomington, California. So
those are all my fine additions for this episode.
All right.
Passing the fine addition baton over to Mike.
Let's do it. Let's start with non-Star Wars, but let's start with non-toys, non-Star Wars. Okay. I had a weird moment of weakness, and someone posted this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. So.
Oh, I know what you're doing here.
What?
I know what you're going for.
No, tell me.
Go ahead. Oh wait, you said non-toy.
Yeah, it's not a toy.
Okay, never mind. Okay, I don't know then.
Someone posted this Amazon riser set.
Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
It is and it isn't. So this was like $35, and
it looks like it takes up a lot of space.
It kind of does. What I do like about it is things will get higher, and I'm hoping to use it in my light box for some different photography options. That's why I bought it. Because cool. There's I have the stands that you printed from Landspeeder Luke, but I just like having options, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say for $35, like all of the holes are printed off. Like each of these are supposed to be on the corners, so it's like they accidentally like turned the whole thing to the side.
Like the base wasn't aligned right when they
when they drilled the holes, the base.
Oh,
As you can see, it's not even like this isn't centered in the middle here. Like this is just weirdly off, like not on the corner and on the side. So like everything is slightly off. I just put it together before we started. I've had it for a couple days, and I'm like, oh, I'll show it off.
How much did you say that was?
$35.
That's cool.
Yeah, we'll see. Then
does that count to your toy budget though?
It does.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
You're missing out on something then.
No, it's a problem. No, and the sad thing is I've already kind of eked into May's toy budget. So what I need to do, I've made a rule: if I sell some toys, I can recoup it. So
that's right.
Kind of what
It's kind
of what I'm hoping to do.
Well, you should have told your wife, hey, I bought this for like maybe we can display something in the kitchen, like some spice.
There you
like
go.
Some
it is technically this is like a cupcake stand. So.
Yeah, and then
there you go.
Then you could have been like, well, I just realized we don't really have anything to display on. I guess I can use them for the toys.
I guess I'll throw it away, or that's a good call.
I could go in the toy room.
Yeah, you could be like, I'm just gonna put it in the garage. We don't need it, and then just sneak it up to the toy room.
I gave it away. I don't even use it. Yeah. So the next thing happened yesterday, and I was at Target because I have been looking for Target's having another one of their NECA collector sale things where they have a bunch of weird NECA stuff in there, and they have a Ninja Turtles comic 4-pack where they're like these chunky Mirage Ninja Turtle designs that I absolutely love, and I want them. It's like $120 set or something like that, and hopefully I find it, but I haven't seen it. But while I was there looking for it, they had these little guys from the Hammond collection of dinosaurs for $11 each, and I'm just like, you know what? I like the Ankylosaurus. Like, why not? Why not just get some fun little dinosaurs? I got a Pachycephalosaurus and a Velociraptor, and they're just fun little guys. I've been messing around with them for most of a day, just kind of dicking around. I really like them. I'm not collecting the Hammond collection as much as I think
you're gonna fall in the hole.
As much as I think the T-Rex looks cool, so
you said that before with the other dinosaur, and then now you got two more.
Now I went from one dinosaur to two. Well, technically, I went from one dinosaur to four dinosaurs because last night when I typed in Hammond collection on Amazon, I saw that the pterodactyl guy, I don't know what he's called, it's like a weird name, but he was also on sale for $10.
I saw that T-Rex at Target today, so I was like,
I've seen it. I've passed on the T-Rex. Here's the thing. If I ever see that T-Rex on sale for like $30, $35, I'll probably get it. I just have a hard time dropping $50 on it.
Yeah, that's
I won't say that I'll never own it, but I don't think I'm just going to go out one day and be like, I'm going to buy today's T-Rex day. I'm buying the T-Rex,
I'm going all in on the Hammond collection.
Yeah,
exactly. No, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it to sales, except for the Ankylosaurus, which I bought because I love Ankylosaurus. I think I'm just going to buy them when I see them on sale, and that's it. If it's on sale, I'll really think about it and probably buy it. If it's not on sale, I'm not going to buy it. And I think that's just going to how it's
probably a good rule.
Yeah.
They just, I don't know if you saw it, but they announced like the Brachiosaur for like $80. And it looks good, but it's huge. It's 27 inches tall. It is a Rancor.
Wow. I'm pretty sure I saw it at Target.
No, that's different. No, it's not out.
Is that a different one?
Yeah, it's a different one. Yeah, it's a different one.
I saw a huge dinosaur.
Yeah, that's I think the Gigantosaurus or whatever. It's not Hammond collection, so it's
not Hammond collection.
I don't think the articulation is quite as good. Hammond collection has like extra points of articulation. I'm acting like I know what I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So don't ask me. But
yeah, the only one I would consider is the T-Rex, but it would have to be on a sale.
Yeah, well, I know the Basement Boys love their T-Rexes. They love them.
Mm-hmm.
So
it would be a cool display piece, just on a shelf somewhere.
Yeah.
And then
Spider-Man riding a T-Rex,
oh, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, you have little fun characters riding T-Rexes and whatnot. So there's potential there for just having fun pictures and photography options and whatnot. But we're still doing. I had a big week in toys, guys. I don't know. I kind of went nuts. But
let's keep it going.
Yeah, same day yesterday. I was going through I went to 2 different Targets yesterday, and they both got me in different ways. But I had been passing on these because I had them on pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, and I canceled them because I decided I didn't need them. But then when I saw them in person, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I've had a rough week. Like, I'm just gonna do a little retail therapy. So I got Brooklyn and Broadway, the NECA Brooklyn and Broadway.
Those are so sick.
That wingspan is wild.
That is the biggest problem with them, though, is they don't have any articulation on the wings themselves. So like you can't put them both in like a light box and take pictures of them because their wings just get in the way. That's it. It's just how it is. Like, it kind of sucks. And then to do an extra little like suck fest on top of there, Brooklyn, because he has like long white hair, his hair gets in the way of getting his head on the peg, so it doesn't sit right. I don't know. It's not great. I don't love them. I like them, but I don't love them, and I regret them a little bit. But once I get Lexington, I'll have the core team, and I'm stopping. That's it. I'm not going to do anymore. I'm not buying the extra humans that come with their folded wings. I'm not doing that because I don't want the humans, and while I want the wings, I am actually upset that they're making us buy figures to get something I want.
See, that's the thing. They know.
They know. They know. Well, and what's worse is they just at Target they had there's a Genesis game version of Goliath where he's kind of like video game colored, and he comes with his regular wings and his folded wings. So he comes with both sets. So they could do it. They could do it. Mm-hmm. But they don't, and that is upset because I have the Goliath folded wings because they came with Bronx, and you gotta have Bronx. He's the goodest boy. So yeah, just weird stuff that NECA pulls. That's just as bad as anything Hasbro does when Hasbro does bad things, and if not, maybe worse. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted about NECA figures because, like, on the one hand, their detailing can be so good.
Absolutely.
But then, like, they just feel off. Something about them is just the weight of them. I don't know if it's the articulation that I don't like. Something about them just kind of rubs me the wrong way every time I buy one, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to get into these.
Because the plastic always kind of feels a little brittle to me.
Yeah. And I feel like everything is very breakable. Like, I don't know. But I have one or two, and I'm just not a huge fan.
Yeah.
I saw the Ghostface NECA figure at Target the other day, and I considered it, but I did end up setting it back down. I do have one of the Michael Myers from the Halloween movies, the 2018 Michael Myers, I think.
I remember when you got that and you showed it up on the show.
I think I might pick up the Ghostface if it's still there, but I'm still mulling over that one.
Are you Henry mulling it over?
Yeah.
That's bad. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not done though because I haven't gotten to Star Wars yet, but we're at Star Wars. We're keeping it rolling. No, we're keeping it rolling. So I got the latest wave of Black Series figures, and if the people not keeping score, that is the one with Darth Malak and all those guys in it. So we're gonna go through these one by one. I'm starting with my least favorite and moving into my most favorite, and I'm gonna give you a little quick mini review.
I want like a really good overview of each one here.
Okay, starting with my least favorite, that is Jabeam Obi-Wan right here. I will say the head is different. It is better than the other two Obi-Wans that we got from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. But I just don't... It's not that I don't like him. It's not that he's bad. But he's my least favorite of all the ones in the wave, for sure. I don't like the robe he came with. It's just weird. It sits weird. And the way they sculpted... Look odd
right there.
Yeah.
The way they sculpted the Jedi sleeves and stuff really hinders the articulation, especially when you just want them to hold the lightsaber, because the sleeves are like really big or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like
how's the wrist?
Well, that's part of the problem is the sleeve gets in the way of the wrist.
Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate. I'm really looking forward to that figure, and whenever you were texting us that it was just such a big letdown, I was like, no, I really want that one to be good.
And you know what? You might like it. I don't know. You might like it. It might just be me.
Is the hood still ridiculous? Is it still way too big? Oh no!
It's literally the same hood. They just cut the arms off.
Ugh. Yeah, they're never gonna fix that. Yeah.
No.
God. Please, Hasbro.
Hasbro really needs to do wired capes.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna take I'm gonna go on a little rant, a little side rant here. I would say, right now, aside from Black Series, the other thing that I'm really getting into and loving is Mythic Legions, and they just did a whole big reveal. It was their All Stars Wave 6, which turned into like a sequel to the last wave, which was all bones and knights and bone guys and night guys or whatever. And like there's one guy, he kind of looks like the guy from Indiana Jones Temple or Last Crusade. He's like the Templar guy. He comes with like two heads, like a sword, an axe, a mace, a wired, like soft goods wired everything, alternate hands. He comes with so many things. And he costs $37. But he comes with like just a ton of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they're including like a full set where you can make like two separate figures out of this thing, and it's only like $10 more than a Black Series figure. And I know they don't have to pay licensing costs.
Yeah.
And I know they reuse a lot of parts across all their lines. So like it's not, those are factors into it for sure. And they're also like they're their own company. They don't have to worry about shareholders and things like that. So the playing field is not equitable. All things are not the same, but it is hard to look at, this figure where you're paying $37 and getting just a ton of stuff, a ton of value. And then you get Obi-Wan, which is $25, and he's got, a lightsaber. He does have his blaster. Still, I would say a questionable likeness, terrible soft goods. And, it's just, it's hard to look at both and be like, oh this is great. It's that there's still that factors into it. But anyway, so that's Jabeam Obi-Wan. The next thing that I don't love, but still kind of like, and it's not really a surprise, but that's Tala here. Imperial Tala, and she was sculpted by was it Sarah Lynn Reynolds. So someone we've had on our show. She's not bad. She's an all new sculpt, but I do. And Sarah, if you're listening to this, I'm not gonna say you did a bad job or anything. You probably got her perfect. It's just the way that she's shaped. Like, it looks like the bottom half of her is to a completely different figure than the top half. Like, the bottom half looks like to a bigger person, and the top half is smaller. It's really weird.
And it's not reused in the legs, right? Like,
no, everything's brand new for her. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm gonna see if I can turn my brightness up a little bit. I don't know why it's so dark. There we go. So it's so weird. And it actually doesn't look that bad here, but in person, it just
a little, like the proportions are a little weird.
The proportions just look a little weird, and I'm sure
it's
looking
a little
the pants.
Chunky. Yeah,
it's probably
just
pants.
looking a little chunky.
The pants and the skirt, like the skirt being up so high.
Yeah. Correct.
It's making it look like the bottom half of the figure takes up like 65% rather than
correct.
The 50.
Yeah,
because the skirt. I think it might be like an optical illusion type thing.
It's
with
an
the
optical
skirt.
illusion because, like I said, on camera here, it doesn't look that bad. But in person, it's really hard to like not see it. Anyways, she's also just an imperial figure, so she's not bad, but it's when there's so many other good things in this wave, it's really hard to like be excited about. Yeah. So the next one is actually Velsartha. I really like her. Nothing wrong with having a nice space lesbian on your shelf. She's got
good G.I. Joe right there.
Yeah, exactly. She's a solid G.I. Joe character. The only thing I don't like is on her gun, this little stock piece that kind of folds out. When it's all the way in, it doesn't sit flush. Like, it kind of sticks out a little bit on one side. And it doesn't really fit under her arms when it's all the way out because it's a little too flimsy. But the likeness is great. Her outfit's great. She looks great. She's one of my favorite figures from Andor. Like, I really do like her. Let's see. Next is Bastilla Shan. She is from the waist down, basically just Ayla Sakura and what's her face? Ara Singh. It's literally the same molding, just painted differently. But she looks great from the waist up. She's got nice molded waist. She's got a really cool arms, chest. Like the double bladed lightsaber, I thought was a reuse from the GameStop Gaming Greats Cal Kestis, but it's not. It's a brand new lightsaber. It's similar, but there's no reuse there. So she looks great. She's a fun figure. Oh no, Obi-Wan just fell. Do not fall on your lightsaber. I can't have a lightsaber breakage on. Yeah.
I just had one the other day. It was heartbreaking. I lost a fifth, one of the half of the fifth brother.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. At least you can do like one blade out still.
Well, and take this how you will. You can pretty much find him places and just swap out the lightsaber if you really want
replaceable.
to. It's replaceable. But speaking of which, my second favorite in the wave is actually the fourth sister, and she is probably my favorite Inquisitor of all of the Inquisitors.
Nice.
She looks great. Her face looks great. Her outfit, I think, is really, really nice. She has the same pegging system on the back for her lightsaber as the Grand Inquisitor. So it's just little nubbins, and it just kind of fits right on this little back plate right here, which is way better than the fifth brother.
Yeah, that huge peg is awful. Like, I don't know what they were thinking with that.
I don't know. I have no idea. But I think she looks great. And if you want to go on my Instagram at Trusty Sidekick, I've got a picture of all the Inquisitors out so far together. And they look really good. I mean, I'm not going to toot my own horn. That was a good picture, but they just look really good side by side.
Nice.
But my favorite, hands down, not even a question, my favorite figure from the wave is Darth Malak for sure. He looks fantastic. His little
Looks excellent.
mouth under the mask is exquisite. It's grotesque. I love it. I even love he's got this little thing on the back right here is where his lightsaber goes.
Oh,
so
that's
he's
cool.
got a nice little storage on the back in here. He's big. He's way bigger than I thought he would be. I don't know. He might be figure of the year so far. He's a strong contender for figure of the year.
From what we've gotten so far in the year, he's got to be, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the other contenders would be like the Luke, the Cal.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to throw in Wicket.
Oh, now I'm here. I'm going to open up my spreadsheet here.
Yeah, let's see.
And and think about real quick. I mean, we got time, right? We got time to kill.
I don't know. The draft might take a while.
That's true.
We got quite a few to go through.
I mean, we can do just save it for another show when we can do like a top
Okay.
five for
All right.
half the year or something. Or top
We
10
can
or-
save it.
Because we're halfway through the year, so it's like halfway through the year. What are we looking at?
Yeah, we can do
True.
something like
True.
that.
But that's
Is
it.
that all your?
That's all my
That's it?
figures. That's all.
That's a really cool wave. I'm really looking forward to getting all those once Entertainment Earth ships those. Hopefully sooner rather than later. So we'll see. I didn't bite on the CMD store. That's where you got them from, right?
That's where I got a CMD store.
Yeah. So I know. Yeah. I've seen a good amount of people on Instagram. So shout out CMD store. They probably still have them in stock if you're interested in picking them up.
Yeah, I saw several other people on Instagram, some of our mutuals that were taking them up on that offer from CMD.
Yeah,
So.
I think after it comes out to like $23 a figure after shipping. So
Something
it's
like
not
that. Yeah,
bad,
it wasn't bad. Yeah.
You just got to eat the extra, cost for the extra figures essentially. The repacks that are in there.
Oh
So-
no, it wasn't a full set, so I didn't get any doubles.
You didn't get.
So you didn't get the repeats? No, you
no.
didn't get the 2 talas?
Nope.
Okay, so maybe it's because I did the total cost divided by 8, like the full. It's not the
No,
full case.
it's the total. No, it's the total cost divided by 6.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
so they're
$28 or
essentially-
$30. Yeah.
That's not
not
bad to
bad.
get them
No.
early. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's jump into the news. That was a very excellent Fine Edition segment. Everybody had, well, I guess me and Mike had a good amount of stuff. Wilbon had one.
Yeah, a good one thing.
Had the
Had
one.
Yeah,
Had the one. So is anybody taking advantage of the Pulse Power Days sale?
There's nothing I want to buy.
I actually haven't looked, but I probably should hold back because I've been spending a lot of money on figures lately after ICC and everything. So
Yeah, and the Anakin SH figure arts.
yeah,
And
that's coming. And Jar Jar for $12. That $12
didn't
Jar
your
Jar.
wife? Didn't your wife Courtney shout out? Because I know she's a fan of the show as well. Didn't she cut you off on figures after ICC? Now you're spending $90 on an Anakin.
Well, see, the thing is, she doesn't know about that yet, but she does if she's watching the show.
She's good.
I'm sorry. All right, Mike, cut it.
Nope,
Mike,
not.
we'll take it out.
No.
If she's watching live, it's too late. But
We can fix that in post.
No, I love this.
I'm getting paid tonight, so it's all good. I'll just roll. That'll come out of the next paycheck.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah, so I actually, because I know I didn't want a lot on there. And then I live in the same city as another Patreon supporter. His name's Garrett. And we've met up at like our local comic shop that we both shop at. So I was going to offer, since I have the free shipping and it's like a good deal if you want figures, we do a combined order, and then we get free shipping, and he can just pay me the $16 or whatever the figure would be when it arrives. So I was like, I'll get another Kenobi Darth Vader, because it's essentially an episode 3 Darth Vader. It's just not the exact helmet, which is fine. Probably better that way anyways. So I was going to get another Vader, and I was going to get Axe Wolves, because I haven't pulled the trigger on Axe yet.
Oh, you still didn't get him yet?
Not yet. Well, that's because I was trying not to buy new stuff because of ICC Con, so I'm still I got to do some backfill now for some of the mainline that I've missed from not pre-ordering. But, so I was going to get those two, and then he said, get me Death Watch Mando. So I added all 3 to the cart, expecting to get 35% off the total. The total came out to be $74.97. And the minimum order for the deal was $75.
Oh no!
And so they did that on purpose because all the retail is $24.99. So you got to throw in something smaller to get across. And there was nothing else I needed that bad to get the 35% off. So we were both like, just screw it. It's not even worth it. So I didn't get to take advantage of the sale. I know the Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber, the Force FX one, is up. So if somebody's interested in that, they can get that. But if I didn't get the Darksaber for $181 when it went up, I'm not going to get the Kenobi saber for $181 on the power sale.
Yeah, man, it's it looks good, but
it looks good, but at the same time, like when it was announced, I was like, and I know we've mentioned this multiple times on the show and in our Patreon exclusive Wilbon monthly shows. Whenever it's announced, like I'm definitely getting that, and then whenever it comes to order it, you're like, $285. That's a lot
pricey.
That's a lot for someone that's just gonna sit in the corner of my room because I'm too lazy to hang up the lightsaber.
Yeah, I've got my lightsabers just chilling on the floor right here.
Yeah.
Like they just exist on the floor.
Yeah.
I do need to get some of those like mop hanger things we were talking about, where it's like you just stick them on the wall. Yeah, that would look good above my desk if I bothered to actually get them.
Yeah. So if you took advantage of the Power Day sale, let us know what you picked up. Let us know your fine additions. You can post them on our Facebook page, Black Series Cantina, if you want to join that. Have a good Black Series discussion. More news. All right, let's talk about the Rebel Commando finally went up for pre-order.
About time.
So I'm just confused on what Hasbro's goal is, because when they announced this, they're like, you know what? We're not gonna let you all have too much stuff on pre-order. We're not gonna let you all pre-order anything because we've heard your feedback. Just to let us pre-order it X amount of months later.
They took the wrong lesson from this is the problem.
Yeah. Just let us pre-order everything. In my personal opinion, yes, we do have a lot of stuff on pre-order, but at some point you have to take personal responsibility for what you buy. And if you're gonna pre-order everything, you're gonna have a lot of stuff on pre-order. That's just how it is. That's my opinion.
The way it goes.
That's stuff can be backed up, but I feel like the last couple of years, I feel like that's been over. That's kind of been talked about. What's the word I'm trying to think of here? It's just been a talking point, and I feel like
it has been.
Distribution's been a lot better the last 2 years post COVID. So just let us pre-order everything. What do you all think about that?
We still haven't had Ki-Adi-Mundi for pre-order, right?
Yeah. Who knows when he's coming out?
We don't even know what line he's part of, right? Like, we don't know if he's Clone Wars. We don't know if he's Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith or even Phantom Menace. Like, it could be anything, and we just don't know because we haven't seen the box. Because we don't know when he's coming out.
It was such an odd reveal to me because, like you said, it's just out of the blue, no pre-order, no release date, no wave that we know of. It's like, okay, it's coming.
It was literally one step up from a pipeline reveal.
Yeah, they might as well have just left him in the pipeline.
Yeah. The only difference is now we know what he looks like, but we still can't do anything with this information.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was revealed back in February, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Something around that, February or March, probably February.
I think it was the beginning of February. There was our first Star Wars reveal of the year. I think the Endo Trooper and this was part of it. And it's weird that it's been so long and we just have no information on it, and we're just out of the blue getting Endo Trooper pre-orders now.
I wonder if they think of this as a business strategy. So I wonder if this is what they're thinking. Let's not have them pre-order these figures in the beginning of the year because we're gonna slap them hard with the Return of the Jedi stuff at Star Wars Celebration, or and Clone Wars stuff. So everybody has a list of 15 Return of the Jedi and Clone Wars figures, and then we'll make the Rebel Commando available, and then Ki-Adi-Mundi. I don't know what their thinking is, but if you're a diehard enough collector, you can watch what you pre-order, and you can That's just my take on it.
I have the opposite problem where, I try to budget the things that I have on pre-order because I can see it. I can visibly see it. I totally forgot that I did not have the Endor Trooper on pre-order and that he was the thing that was coming out, because there's no place that I could go to look up and see, I've got this guy on pre-order right here. So I forgot for a while that he was even a thing coming out this year.
And so now all the estimates say like July, and it's like, hold on.
Yeah.
It's going to be shipping pretty soon.
Yeah. Right around the corner.
And Hasbro still hasn't put them up on their site.
Pulse.
On Pulse, on Hasbro Pulse, which I think some retailers just got fed up. I think Entertainment Earth, because I think they were the first people. They were just like, you know what? We're just gonna put it up, and then Big Bad Toy Store was like, you know what? We will too, and then other stores started doing it.
And it's crazy because people in Canada have the figure.
They have it, yeah.
And we couldn't even order it until yesterday.
No. Yeah.
It's just confusing. Like, just let us pre-order it when it's announced. That's the best way to do it. People can manage their own pre-orders.
You know what's kind of weird to me though about it all? Like, differently weird. People are still surprised about the price. Like, when they pipelined it last year,
said it was deluxe, that tells you what it's going to be.
Yeah. When they pipelined it last year, they said it was deluxe. A deluxe price. When they showed it off back in February, they said it was deluxe. The deluxe price. And now people are like, well, hold on. Why is it $34? Why is it so expensive? We've had collectively almost a year to come to the terms, to come to Jesus about the price of this figure. Like, we knew it was going to be more expensive. It shouldn't be a surprise. No, am I happy about it? No, I'm not happy about it. But like, if you've even been half paying attention to the figure, it's been publicly announced twice that it was deluxe. It's not a secret. They weren't hiding it.
Yep.
And all the comments are like $33.99.
I know. And then they always bring up the Huff and like, listen, I get it. If you're just looking at it on the surface, and I don't even want to defend it because I know it makes me sound like even more of a shill than I am, and I get this. But However, even if you don't want to talk about the fact that paint is probably one of the most expensive things on a figure, and he has crazy ass pants that are probably a lot more complicated to paint than anything on the Hoth Trooper, and given the choice between no camo pants and camo pants, you gotta have camo pants on an Endor Trooper. That's like a must. You gotta have camo pants on the camo Trooper. It's just a must. And if that's the thing that breaks the bank, fine. Do I want to spend it? No, but would I rather spend more and have it than spend less and not have it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I have a bit of a controversial statement. Okay. I would rather pay $33.99 for every Black Series figure across the board if the paint apps are as good as that. If the paint apps look that good and they put that much detail into all of them, I'm all for it. Fine. $35. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Preach, brother.
Yeah, if they're gonna do $35 though, I want an alt hand with my Vader though, and I
agree. I agree.
I need a little more.
Right. I want a little bit more.
But I agree with the sentiment of
I
will pay, and we've talked about this on previous shows.
Yes, we have.
If they improve or include extra, I will send extra cash.
Yeah.
It's just how it works. I'm that diehard of a 6-inch scale collector.
One of the problems with price is people are seeing price increases without any kind of quality or inclusion increase. But that's not why prices got more. Prices got higher because things got more expensive to manufacture and cost.
Yeah.
Inflation caught up with the line, and they had to raise prices to keep up with how much money they were making. And believe it or not, they're a company. They're making these things to make money. They're not doing this altruistically to give us things from our childhood. They're doing this specifically to make money. Okay. So I
and they're taking advantage of what we love, which is Star Wars, to make the money.
No, this is a fact.
I love that they do that, so I can get all the toys that I love.
Yeah, 100%.
They know I'm gonna buy them. They know.
Yeah. You're gonna buy it. But like, they didn't raise prices to increase quality. They raised prices because they had to raise prices to continue making money and making it worth making the figures. To your point, if they did another price increase specifically to add more things, I would be okay with that. I really would, as long as there was some reason to justify that price increase that wasn't just because things cost more, which is the only reason we've had price increases so far, is just to keep up with inflation.
Yeah.
Anybody who's complaining about price increases on anything in general, have they been in a Walmart or a Target or anywhere recently?
Yeah, like, for sure.
Just buying milk. Like anything is more expensive now than it was 3 years ago. Like that's just the way of the world.
I mean, literally everything. Yeah. Like my job, we are charging every client 10% more than what we did last year. Just the base fee, even if they don't add extra services. The base fee is up 10%. Like every company is raising their costs.
My rent goes up like $100 every year.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah. Like our small business, like we're raising prices on even our like lowest tiered options for what we offer. So like everything is just going up. That's just the way of the world.
You know what's not going to be inflated though? Patreon. You can go join our Black Series Cantina Patreon. $2.
Look at you. Look at you.
But, like, also another point on that is literally the things that got inflated the most are, like, during COVID is, like, Hasbro's core business logistics, which is shipping around the globe, and plastic.
And plastic
which both of those
skyrocketed.
Like, almost like, I think logistics, like the containers, like, tripled and quadrupled in price.
Yep.
And then plastic shot up like probably 30, I don't know the exact number, probably like 35%, like insane.
Yeah. And sure, when you look at the pricing point, it's only pennies. The problem is people genuinely still don't realize like how many figures they make. Like they look at, for instance, there's a new HasLab. There's a G.I. Joe HasLab. The goal for it was 10,000 units. Like 10,000 units is what Target would order, just Target. Like if they were ordering figures or whatever, 10,000 units would be a Target order, if not more than that.
That'd be like for a region.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they have to spread that around, just in my area, just in my North San Diego area, there I can go to within 20 miles, five or six Targets, and each one of those Targets gets
6 Landos.
Plus, yes,
still
online. Yeah,
he was there today.
Online fulfillment. Yeah,
he was there today when I was in Target.
Lando? I was just there. Yeah. I mean, so numbers like that just they're not a lot, but it adds up. If the cost of a figure goes up 8 cents for plastic, that's 8 cents times 500,000 units. Like that's not a small amount of money, it adds up. And every figure, we've talked about this with other people, and like every figure has a budget. And that's one of the things with this Endor figure is it's clear that they could not do the Endor figure, even though it comes with the same stuff that the Hoth Rebel Soldier came with. He comes with 2 faces, all that stuff. They could not do that because of the paint or whatever within the budget. So they had to raise the price up to deluxe. Does it feel great? No, I will agree with that. It sucks. Does it mean I'll buy only 2 instead of the 3? I have 3 Hoth Rebel Soldiers. I've almost bought 4 or 5. Because they were army building price or whatever. Will I buy those? Probably not. Well, I'll probably only buy 2 Hoth Rebel Soldiers, and that's the cost just because it's more expensive.
We saw them mad cheap at ICC Con. I think. There you go. What was it? Justin got one for $15.
That's nuts. Like that's bonkers.
That's such a steal. Yeah.
But I also hear they're going to manufacture a lot less now. Like they've dropped their orders because of the COVID demands down. Like people aren't buying toys as much anymore or whatever. Like they're going to start manufacturing fewer things. So I think the people playing the waiting game, saying these are going to show up at Ollie's, I really don't think they will. I really, really don't.
It's not a safe bet, especially because like if they do show up at Ollie's in Black Series, it's going to be like 1 figure out of a wave, and there's going to be like 80 Ponda Babas at Ollie's, and then you're going to miss out on everything else. So, good luck.
Yeah.
Well,
Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazon were hard because I think a lot of people that collect the line bought them in the Cantina Showdown pack. That's what I did. Yeah. Like I've got an extra in in my bins in my garage because like I didn't open them. I bought them because I bought a whole case, and I realized I don't need these. I got them in my Cantina Showdown pack.
Hey, I love my Ponda Baba. He's down there
sure.
with my New Hope guys. Like, it's a great figure. But
I also got the ones with the little flippers. You know.
Yeah, I wish I got those. I wish I had gotten the Cantina Showdown. Yeah, but it's just a tough gamble. Like, you're just good luck. I mean, I don't know. Not everything's gonna get marked down.
Just in a different line. Yesterday, Hasbro showed off the Cobra Eel, which is a Cobra troop builder, like an underwater one. He's got like a scuba set. He looks awesome. They had a limited quantity on Amazon on Hasbro Pulse, and he was an Amazon exclusive. On Hasbro Pulse, he sold out in like 2 minutes. On Amazon, he sold out completely within 30 minutes. Like, so I don't know if they just weren't making as many as before, kind of the same thing, or if the demand for that was just that much higher. But like no one could have seen that figure came out of nowhere. And because he's a troop builder, there are people buying, like 10, 15, 20 of them or whatever. It's just really hard to tell what figure is going to be super popular and what figure, like, how is this not being sold? Like back in 2019, I really wanted a Yavin Luke Skywalker. If you told me they would have made it and it was going to be a shelf warmer, I would have said, no, Yavin Luke Skywalker is great. How could it be a shelf warmer? But he was one of the biggest shelf warmers that year.
Yeah, it's odd. Like I think like my local Barnes and Noble has like very rarely gets any Black Series figures, and there's still the Yavin Luke, whatever. He's still in the discount bin. Nobody's bought it. The box is absolutely mangled. It's sat there for like almost 4 years now.
Is he a Luke Skywalker?
He might be. I'll actually have to double check. I'll have to go dig through there. But that box is extremely beat up and nobody bought it. But it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another quick point on the price before we jump into the AliExpress clones is a point that Landspeeder Luke made on his Instagram story, I think maybe a while ago, is in 2013 or 2014, that blue line Luke versus the most recent Return of the Jedi Luke that we're getting, or the newest one. If that's a $5 difference in quality, I'm willing to pay that happily every time.
Yeah.
Like compare that Darth Malak that you just got to, I know it's a little odd, but like the very first Vader we got in the line, similar, like bulky boys. For a $5 difference, that Malak is a far, far, far superior figure.
True.
And so the price increase for $5. I know people like to joke in the comments saying, "Oh, quality's not getting better." If you don't think the quality is of the figures is getting better, then you're just not paying attention, because they really are. Just go look at some of those older figures.
Argument. Yeah, that's a bad faith argument.
We're gonna look at some of those older figures when we do our draft. You're gonna go over some of those. And
that's right. We're still doing
reminisce on some of those older figures, and you really have to think about that.
So did you all? Well, for those listening, if you did not know, it's all over social media. If you follow like Black Series pages, but AliExpress dropped more clones, and this time they dropped ARF troopers.
ARF.
Was it what are they? Attack Recon Force? What are they?
Something like that.
Action Recon Force troopers.
They'll go great with the Bark soldier, the ARF troopers.
Yeah.
Bark and ARF.
And these are the 501st versions.
I can't wait for the Wolf clones.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'm down for those.
We got the Bark, we got the ARF, and we got the Wolf.
Did you all pull a trigger on these?
I did not. I will not. I'm not going to.
You're not.
My budget's kaput right now. But at some point. I'm
not saying they don't look good. They definitely look good. There's the regular one and like the Commander one, but I'll do it for name clones.
It's
like
a new head mold
and
though.
Stuff. Yeah,
it is pretty cool. I was looking at Luminous Monster. I think he was like he got one, or he had some a video about it, and they look great for being knockoffs, but I don't know. I still gotta wait on that one.
I'm definitely getting one, because that's literally a trooper mold that the body, but the helmet mold it's like another completely different trooper line that we sort of don't have yet. So I was 100% in. That was a day one easy purchase. I also threw in a hard case because he has the blaster. Like, I don't really care that much about the paint job on hard case because it just looks kind of like weird, not live action-y, so to say. A little too cartoony on hard case. So, but I needed the blaster, and I figured I can just put him in the back or something.
It'll look great with like your 501st Battalion. Whenever they're not marching on the Jedi Temple, when they're on the shelf, they'll look great.
Yeah, I have like this gaping hole in my episode 3 shelf where Anakin and the 501st troopers used to be. So I need to fill that in now because they're all over here marching in. So we want to bring that up real quick.
Yeah, I got distracted. Paterni just posted SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. Oh. And there's a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan with a ghost Super Saiyan Goku.
Oh, hold on.
Share screen. Let's see it.
All right, hold on. Let me share this. Share screen.
For those of you watching, you can see it.
No, that is sick. They're bringing back the battle damage Gohan. Let's go. And Raditz.
Oh, that's cool.
And Raditz comes a little Gohan.
Oh, he's doing his headbutt.
Way.
He's doing a headbutt. And then my favorite is this Majin Vegeta.
All of those look great.
Go back to the first one.
Good. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you have the end of the Cell Saga with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan doing his Kamehameha with a ghost translucent Goku behind him.
Three.
And those are Comic-Con exclusive. Wow.
Those are Comic-Con exclusive. Yeah.
I'm in on all 3, like already. Go back to what was the third one? Oh, Majin Vegeta.
With
the back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, with the energy effects and stuff.
Okay, that's the only one I'm questionable on.
That would be the only one I care about. I love Majin Vegeta.
That Raditz is fantastic.
But the Raditz looks rad. He looks rad.
Raditz is really expensive on secondary market, so I'm glad they're bringing it back.
Hold on. So there's.
And that Gohan figure is, I don't know if this is a reuse or not, but the original battle damage version of this Gohan is insanely expensive.
It looks like here's the Raditz here. That back. So we got he's got his crossed arms look. Ugh, love that.
Nice.
And he's got his double Sunday or whatever they call it. Yeah.
I'm in on Raditz.
And then there's the little Gohan.
Oh, that kid
looks
Gohan
like the Gohan doesn't
great.
come with any articulation, but he's the little pissed Gohan for sure. and then Majin Vegeta.
Sick.
Ugh. I just love this so much. I'm not buying any of it, but man, sorry, I know I just derailed our conversation from Star Wars, but I was like, I got a notification because I have Paternia on, because I was waiting for him to post the figure yesterday, so I have Paternia on alerts. So if you ever want up-to-date action figure news, Paternia on Twitter is where I usually get mine.
Nice.
Anyways, so that was our DBZ break. Back to Star Wars.
All right, so I say, those AliExpress clones are cool. I bought one. I'll definitely give an update.
Did you buy a regular? Or did you buy the Commander one?
I bought the one that comes with the unique blaster. So I think that's
the one I would get.
Technically the Commander, yeah.
Yeah.
If he has the holster, if he has the holster, it's the Commander.
The other one just came with
a rocket launcher.
Blasters that we have already.
Yeah, so. And the rocket launcher.
Wait, did it come with the rocket launcher?
Yeah. Yep.
I think that's the other one. The one I got.
No, the non-Commander one comes with a rocket launcher.
Pull it up. I need to see this. I'm on my work laptop, so I don't have the Veal's Toy Store link handy.
AliExpress. Is it Veal's, right?
Yeah, it's like VEILS Toy Store, something like that. Let's see what we got here.
Never find it. Let me look at my orders because I can just find it from there.
Yeah, there we go. Well, while Mike finds that, I'll kind of explain what we're about to do. Or are you close?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so the activity we have for today's show, we're going to do a figure draft. It's going to be So we tasked our VIP Black Series Cantina Patreon member, Wilbon, with compiling a list of 110 Black Series figures from anything released in the past up until what's currently out, which would be Wave 2 or Return of the Jedi, and the most recent wave that Mike just got on Fine Editions, which is the Jabim Obi-Wan, Darth Malak, etc., Basila Shan, and all those. So, and everything in between 2013 to 2023, 110 figures, and Mike and I are going to each draft, we're going to each draft 50 figures, and then we're going to let you people vote who builds the best collection. So, and the best collection is in the eye of the voter, because if you think a best collection should be nothing but original trilogy, then you would vote just how you feel. The best collection could be balance across the entire Star Wars saga. It could be you build 2 giant factions. And I think this will be fun, because if I see that Mike is going for a really heavy original trilogy thing, and if Wilbon only picked one Palpatine or Vader or Luke or etc., I could sabotage him by picking the Vader or the Luke or the Han Solo if there's only one. So I think it'll be a really fun activity to do, and then we're going to let, I don't know exactly where. It'll be, I guess, on our Facebook group, and I'll do, Instagram poll will be kind of tough because you can't lay out who has.
True.
I guess I can try to post like an Excel sheet or something, or like a picture with, we'll figure it out, but check our Facebook, check our Twitter. There will be a way to vote. Check our Patreon page. Maybe we'll make it on the Patreon page but public, and then have a link to click on to go look at, like an read-only Excel sheet or like Google Doc, maybe. Something like that. We can try to work this out. But I think it'll be cool, and we'll see who is able to build the best collection through a draft.
All right,
so Mike,
I'm sending you guys the link now.
Okay.
So you guys can
where are you
access
sending
the
it to?
spreadsheet. I sent it via Instagram.
Okay, Mike, don't open it yet, because we're gonna do a blind. Me and Mike have not seen the Excel sheet yet, and I think that's the best way to do it. I'm excited to see, we told Wilbon to throw in some really good ones, throw in some excellent ones, throw in a bunch of stinkers, so it's not all like bangers, and both collections are amazing.
Yeah, there's some duds in here. There's some good ones, and there's some duds.
Okay. So we'll each do 50, so that'll give us some options at the end, and whenever we're trying to fill in the back of our collections or whatever. And I guess, Wilbon, do you want to go ahead, and do you have a coin or anything you can flip to see who goes first?
I have a quarter right here.
Mike, pick heads or tails.
You can call it in the air.
Okay. Tails.
It is tails.
Okay, so Mike will pick first, I'll pick second, then it'll just go back and forth the entire time. Do you want to do a time limit for each pick, or do you think we'll manage ourselves fine with not taking too long on each pick?
It's up to you guys. Your podcast shouldn't take too long for each pick, I don't think.
Did you say you sent that to me on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, so Wilbon is going to be the one.
And you guys have edit permissions too. Like
recording.
you could just type it in your column if you'd like.
So it's all the same Google Doc. Okay, so let's see here. I think I'm gonna move my screens around actually, so I can look at this Excel sheet. Is my audio still good? Testing.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Okay, so figure pull. Oh, we do have. Oh, good lord! All right, so Mike, I wouldn't even worry about the VL Soy Store thing. I say we just go ahead and do the draft.
I gave up on it.
Okay, perfect. I'm looking through this list. Let's each get a minute.
Okay.
To look real quick.
Yeah, just 1 minute to look, and then I say like 30 seconds per choice here.
Yeah.
And it should specify.
I'll manage the clock.
Okay. I see some bangers that I need.
There are some bangers on here for sure.
Oh man, this is very cool.
You did a good job with this.
You
That's
did
exactly what I want to do. We got some good ones. We got some bad ones. We got some summons.
Okay, I am scared to go second
good?
now.
Well,
You can make your all right. So
I know what you're gonna choose, and you are safe.
No, you don't. You don't know my strategy. All right.
Okay. All right.
So this is the official 2023 Black Series Cantina figure draft.
Boom.
Mike picks first.
Boom.
I picked first. Gamorrean Guard.
Bam.
Mike's first pick is the Gamorrean Guard. Okay.
Zach, you are on the clock.
Okay, so since this is an audio podcast and people not watching can't see, let's do a good job explaining like our strategy.
Dude, you gotta go.
All right.
I'm
Yeah, you
going,
have 17 seconds. You got to go.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing time limit. Okay.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
All right.
All right,
My
I restarted
first
the
pick-
clock. You can explain.
Okay,
You
I'm
can
sorry. My first pick is going to be Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back Galaxy packaging figure because looking
Nice.
through, the only other Darth Vader on the list is the Emperor's Wrath Darth Vader, and I need a good Darth Vader. I feel like that's a core figure to the collection.
I already chose my second one because Zach will not shut up. I got Captain Rex red box.
Okay.
You got Captain Rex.
So you've got a Gamorrean Guard and a
Yep.
Captain Rex.
We can
I'm
expand
gonna-
the clock if you guys want to take your time and explain
No,
your picks.
30 seconds.
All
That's
right,
it.
all right. Fair
Otherwise,
enough.
we're gonna go forever, man.
Well, I can't even see a time. You gotta tell me. All right.
You can know how long 30 seconds is in your head, man.
Look, well, we got to explain while we're making our picks too. You know,
Why?
because
We
we're
can
an audio.
explain afterwards.
We're an audio podcast.
Just say who you're picking and go.
It's just got to be quick.
Look, we can
right.
take it up to 45 if you want to have some explanation.
45. Give me 45
See,
seconds.
I'm
each
using
time.
your turn to pick who I want next, so I know who to go.
Okay, so since I have Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader already, I'm gonna go with Emperor Palpatine with the throne deluxe
that was a
red
good one.
box.
That's a good
because
one.
now
That's a
I have
good one.
Darth Vader and Emperor display, and Mike's got the Gamorrean Guard and Captain Rex. So he's doing something
right.
weird right now.
I'm not doing anything other than picking my favorites, man. That's my only strategy. As I'm picking the good ones. My number 3 is Wrecker because he's my boy.
Okay.
I
So
tried to make this super duper random. Like
So far,
old
I've got
terrible
some
figures,
of my tops,
great new
yeah.
ones.
You did a great job because I'm looking to how much time do I got left?
Mike just picked, so you just started.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go with the. Oh geez. I feel like I'm running out of time. All right, I'm gonna go with. No, I'm not. All right, how much time I got left?
You have 25.
25 seconds. Okay, perfect. Oh, come on. What am I looking for? All right, what am I down to?
10 seconds.
Okay. All right, I'm doing the.
If you don't
know.
pick in time, we just put the last one on the list on your
No,
Thumbs
I
up.
got it.
We
I
just
got
go
it.
thumbs
I got it. I'm picking right now. I'm going to
At the bell. At the bell.
Sand Trooper Orange Line.
All right. all
Sand
right,
Trooper. So I have a
all
nice.
right.
I have a solid empire going right now. I got Vader, Palpatine,
do.
with the throne, the Sand Trooper. Mike, what are you
You're
going
going
for
with the
here?
Empire build.
Boba Fett, Return of the Jedi Deluxe.
I didn't see that. I would have picked that because that's a perfect original trilogy figure. Okay.
Yeah, go.
All right,
I like
gotta
Mike's
do it.
strategy. It's just lightning. He gives you no time, but he takes all of your time to make his pick.
That's right.
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay, so there's only 3 Lukes on the board, and it's X-Wing Pilot Archive.
You got 10
See, here's the
seconds.
problem. If you get all
You got
3
10
Lukes, is that
seconds.
like shooting the moon or is that worse?
I don't know, but I'm going to go with the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker blue line, even though it's not the best figure. Listen to me. Even though it's not the best figure, it does fit my Vader and my Palpatine with the throne, so I can have a good
It fits the aesthetic.
display.
Yeah.
It fits the Return of the Jedi display here. All right. Can we move these up? Wilbon, can you do that during it? Like
Oh,
no.
Control X, and then paste them up
You
top.
can't move that one.
Not that one.
Control
Death
X.
Watch
See,
Mando.
I'm not like an
That's my
XL
fourth
person.
pick.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, don't
I
worry
think
about
if you
it.
click the little down thing, you can probably reorder. You can sort the sheet.
So Mike went with the Death Watch Mandalorian.
Yep.
I spent too much time loading and unloading trucks, and not enough time working on Excel to know what I'm doing.
Okay.
No,
Is
you're
this
good. We're
this
good.
Obi-Wan Kenobi Clone Wars? Is this the a good one,
That's
right?
not the Clone Commander one. That's
good.
the good one. That is the Target one.
Okay, that's the one I'm picking because that's my favorite figure in the line, and it is
That's
the
fair.
best Obi-Wan Kenobi figure in the Black Series.
Nice.
All right.
Good choice.
Mike, you're back
I'm
up.
for number 5 for me. I'm stealing one from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
the
stealing
Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
How do
I don't know, but I stole your Stormtrooper.
all right, well, I got the Sand Trooper, so that's
true.
good.
Yeah.
I just feel like the Stormtrooper is a better figure because it's the 2020 Stormtrooper.
That's true. All right, to go with my, let's see here. What kind of Anakins do we got on the board here?
There's
we got
one right there in the middle, man.
Yeah, we got episode 2 Red Box, and we got episode 3 Archive. All right, so even though the Archive figure sucks, I have
You don't
to
have
go
much,
with
you don't have much choice.
You don't. I need. I got
There's not
Obi-Wan and an
enough.
Anakin. I got an Obi-Wan and an Anakin. I
There
feel
is
like
that Clone Wars one, but I wanted to mix it up a little bit. I wanted to have some
Yeah.
old and new.
I like it.
Well, for my was it 6th choice now? I'm on Luke Skywalker, Empire Strikes Back, Snowspeeder
Seventh.
version.
7th choice.
I don't know how numbers work.
All right. So
I got so excited I just cramped my leg. Okay.
Mike went with the Empire. All right, let's see here. I feel like I need, I see it right here. A Han Solo Power of the Force from episode 4. You have to
Bam.
have a Han Solo.
That's a key one to have too. It has that photo reel. Even though the body is awful, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Oh yeah.
All right, Mike.
All right. Where'd she go? I just had her.
You can control find to type.
You
And
can
look,
control find to type your butt.
these nuts.
Got him. There she is. Mara Jade.
All right, so whenever we
RJ.
get halfway through, like 25 picks each, we'll do a halftime and then kind of break down what we have so far. What do you think?
Good call.
For the listening audience.
Yeah, they got to catch up because they're not visually seeing this list right
Yeah.
now,
That's true.
All right,
and
so
we can tell them what's left to pick from.
So to go with my Anakin, I'm going to go with the 501st Clone Archive figure because I have 8 of those in real life, and I feel like I need that for the display. So
It wouldn't be your collection if you didn't have that one.
exactly.
Yeah.
There are some real stinkers on here, man.
Oh yeah,
You did a good job with this.
I went digging around in the dumpster and found the crappy ones.
Like, when are we drafting Admiral Holdo?
She's my next pick. No.
Somebody has to go last. It's like Mike said, it's the pudgy kid for kickball. You got to pick somebody last.
Finn,
Well.
Jakku, Red Box.
Yeah.
Are you going? Oh wait,
I already went.
you did?
Yeah, it's Mike's go. I think
Oh, it is
the
my turn.
501st was
yeah,
the last one.
I did the
That's right.
501st, yeah.
Sergeant Creole, baby.
Okay.
Good call.
All right.
Good call. He's just milking that 2020 Stormtrooper
Mm-hmm.
body
Man,
right there.
well, like we said, all this recency bias, but
Yeah,
there's just so
they're
many
just-
bangers coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
There's
is
that.
true. I'm gonna go with I need somebody for my Anakin to fight, and Obi-Wan. So I'm gonna go with Count Dooku because it is an excellent Black Series figure.
That is a
Pretty
good
cool
one.
villain.
for
It's a
sure.
great figure, honestly. I love that figure. And it has that swooshing effect with the lightsaber. Like, when are we going to get that again?
Literally
Yeah, that's
the
a
only
unique
time they
accessory
did that too.
for sure. Yeah.
I tried to put that on my Vader for the Tainted 4 display, but the peg doesn't fit, unfortunately.
My next fix is
Ooh,
Dark
good
Trooper.
pick.
Dark Trooper.
Nice.
So when do I sabotage you and pick the Gideon? So you can't put those together.
See, you could do it now, but then you risk losing something else that's actually really good.
I know. All right, I'm gonna hammer home some more prequel Jedi and go with the Mace Windu.
Good choice.
That's a good one.
From Redbox. C-3PO Red Arm. You may not recognize him. I see what you did there. That's
funny.
pretty good.
My next one's Scorch Gaming Greats.
Nice.
Good one. All right, I think I'm gonna go. Ooh, okay. So since you picked the other Captain Rex, I could go Rex here, but I feel like you won't pick him since you have one. So I might be able to get away.
Yeah.
Unless I might be able to get away with not picking him right now. So I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna go with Darth Maul Archive because prequel villain to go with Count Dooku and all that. I'm down for it.
I like that figure, but the only thing about it is those legs, man. They're a pain. I have a hard time getting him to stand up.
We need a new one for sure.
Yeah, they gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
You going Rio Durant
I think my
here?
next one. I'm doing Baby Cobb Vanth from
all the way at the bottom.
I like it. All right, my next one to go with my prequel Anakin and Obi-Wan, I'm going to go with Clone Wars Season 7 Ahsoka Tano, which I absolutely adore that figure.
Good choice.
So I need it.
I liked it so much I bought it twice. It's a good figure.
Hell yeah.
All right. My next one, I'm doing Han Solo, Best Bin.
All right.
It's a good one.
Oh, okay, let's see. There was an original trilogy one I saw that I feel like I wanted. You know, I'm gonna go with Scar Trooper Mike.
Oh,
wait, are there two?
We're breaking them up.
Did you not Control X this one, or is it on here twice? Did you Control C it?
I might have Control C'd it.
Okay, I'll just
there should be only one of each.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Scar Trooper Mike to get another solid Stormtrooper into the line.
All right.
Very cool.
Then my next one's going to be Chewbacca.
I broke your streak of picking every publication figure.
You did. I'm adding Chewbacca with C-3PO.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's a great figure. It's like a deluxe set. It's not really like just one, but like I just picked that up at ICC, and that's maybe my favorite thing that I bought.
It's a good set.
Yeah,
it's a good set.
Wilbon put the quote-unquote first print for the Blue Line Yoda.
That's funny. That's hilarious. I get that joke.
Yeah,
I get that reference.
That's specifically the one we saw at ICC Con. It's that one.
You know, I haven't seen it, but I'm curious. How much time do I got? All right.
Oh, I actually didn't start your timer, so you got 45 seconds.
Sweet. Jabba the Hutt is not on here, so
no. He'll have to be on the next time whenever we do this.
This figure is actually in our Black Series Cantina Hall of Fame. I'm going Boba Fett Archive because it'll go with my good original. You got to have a Boba Fett. So Mike picked the best one, the Return of the Jedi Deluxe.
I did.
So I had to get the next
for
best.
That one.
Yeah. Well, I had to get the next best original trilogy.
Hasbro keeps using that body from 2014, so you might as well just have it in your collection.
Yep. It's true.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Mike.
Ooh, I'm going with a banger right here. 000.
There you go.
000. Ooh.
All right, so I feel like I've got a solid original trilogy and prequel set so far. So I'm gonna throw in. You gotta have the Mandalorian red box original armor. A little bit of Disney Plus action on there.
Nice. I actually really like that original. Like brown armor Mandalorian.
It's a good look for him, for sure.
I wish they would do more with it, to be honest.
All right. We're getting down to some not so easy choices for me here. I'm going to go Fennec
it's getting
Shan.
tough now. Fennec Shan, good pick.
I keep forgetting to scroll down because like there's so many good ones at the top. And I'm like, there's some good ones at the bottom too. So...
Okay, so I don't necessarily want to do this early because it's a stinker. Oh wait, no, hold up. No, wait, never mind. Never mind. I'm not revealing my strategy because there are 2 on the board. All right. Let's go with.
Time's up.
Tarkin. I'm picking Tarkin.
All right,
Red
all right.
box.
Fair enough.
Because that'll go with my Vader and my Palpatine excellently.
All right, Mike.
I can't believe you put some like carbonized figures on here.
Oh yeah, I tried to cover my bases. I think there's a credit collection one in here somewhere.
This is a really good. It's making it tough now that we're getting.
It really is. Yeah.
You know, can you imagine in 10 picks? This is going to be impossible. This is going to be impossible.
Yeah. All right, I'm going Dr. Afra to go with my 000.
And it's specifically the publication one.
Yeah,
not
the original one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just noticed Porgs are on here. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, Porgs are on.
And
the child. I think the child was on here twice.
Grogu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll reveal my strategy. That's the one I was going to pick after Mando because I needed the Grogu. But since I saw there's 2, if Mike picks the better one, I'll just get the other one.
Yeah,
and I still got that.
That's the one that has the pram and the other accessories.
Yeah.
But I've got my pick. I'm just trying to find it. I'm going to go with it's kind of a random one, but I'm going with Trapper Wolf PulseCon exclusive.
Nice. Interesting.
Because even though he kind of fits my Mandalorian, but it's just a cool set to have.
Yeah.
It's definitely a unique figure to have in your collection.
All right. I'm going Chopper.
Good pick.
Yep.
Yup. Chopper.
Everyone's favorite war criminal.
He is.
All right. I'm going to go Umbra Arc Trooper Gaming Greats, the black and yellow clone.
That's such a good figure. It's like that black plastic mold. I don't know what it is in the Clone Trooper. It just looks so cool.
Yeah, it really pops, like the black and the yellow. They really go together.
It's like a bumblebee clone.
I'm doing Hera Syndulla.
Good choice.
You gotta have
Go
Hera and Chop together. You know what? Hera is an underrated figure. She only comes with a tiny little pistol, but she's a gorgeous figure. Absolutely beautiful.
I've got her right here.
All right, so I'm going to continue with some prequel stuff, and I'm going Qui-Gon Jinn red box.
Like, that green just absolutely pops.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
I went Qui-Gon Jinn red box for prequel Jedi.
Good choice. Yeah, it has that one has, like, the extra hand, which, like, they need to do that more with Jedi. Like, why don't they do that more?
And then they didn't include it on the carded one.
Yeah, they took it away.
I'm going Migs Mayfeld from season 1.
Yeah, that's a great figure.
Great figure.
And because I picked Qui-Gon Jinn,
you gotta get Obi-Wan.
I'm now gonna pick the Phantom Menace carded Obi-Wan Kenobi. So now I have Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, and that Phantom Menace Obi-Wan for a display.
Yeah,
that's a good tandem. And you got Darth Maul, so there you go.
I think we should get some combo bonuses.
Yeah.
On here.
To get the combo times 3 bonus for that one if you're scoring that at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Palpatine and Vader. That's another combo bonus.
Yeah, Palpatine, Vader, and Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker.
All right, so let's do 2 more picks each, and then we'll do a little overview. We'll go over. You kind of give what you're feeling about your thing so far.
Let's see. I'm gonna do Asajj Ventress.
Good pick. I was eyeing her to match my Ahsoka there.
Yeah, but what in the butt?
So since I'm going Ayla Secura to get more prequel Jedi, I'm loading up on the prequel Jedi. Galaxy line Ayla Secura.
Nice.
All right. Then my last pick before we do, I'm gonna do
Rebel Fleet Trooper. All right.
You're gonna have him shooting at your stormtrooper.
All right. My last pick before halftime is gonna be. Oh geez, what am I doing here? I'm going Cad Bane, Bad Batch Season 1 Galaxy.
All right.
Very nice.
All right, I'm gonna start moving some stuff up here. And then, all right, so
board.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Mike, while I do this. Yeah, talk about
my strategy is literally just what figure do I like the best, and that's pretty much it. That's as far as I got. Gamorrean Guard is one of my favorite figures in the entire line. It was bonkers to me that people were mad that they were going to get one with the Rancor. Like, why wouldn't you get one with the Rancor? He eats
it's
one.
great.
It's like a whole thing. And
Yeah. He eats a Gamorrean Guard in the scene.
And he's one of the best figures in the entire line. Like, in no world is the Gamorrean Guard a bad figure to get with something like that. Though I don't know what these people are smoking, but it's big for them. They should stop it because he's a great figure.
Absolutely.
Captain Rex is probably one of the most popular and famous figures in the entire line. People have been waiting for like 2 years to get one from Big Bad's Toy Store. Listen, guys, it's never coming. You're never gonna get it, but they still hold on to hope, and I love it. So that's why I picked that one sec. Wrecker, I picked because I love Wrecker. Again, just kind of going with one of my favorites. Same Boba Fett. The Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett was my figure of the year, I believe, for 2021. I'm pretty sure. So he's great. The 2020. The Death Watch Mandalorian. Again, such a good figure. Just one of the best. So good that I actually went and bought a second one because of how good it was. Same thing with the Stormtrooper, the 2020 Stormtrooper. One of the best figures in the line. So good. And then the ESP Snowspeeder Luke Skywalker. The only thing that would have made him better was if he actually had a real head underneath instead of the little sock thing to go over it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think he's a fantastic figure.
Absolutely. I was really impressed with the articulation on that Snowspeeder Luke Skywalker.
For sure.
It's so good.
Especially for how kind of bulky his suit is. Like it's still pretty good. Mara Jade, she's on that Jaina Solo body. She's pretty new. She's a character that, people love from the expanded universe. So definitely like she looks good on the shelf. Same thing with Sergeant Creel. Like what's not to like about a stormtrooper with a lightsaber, Dark Trooper, loved Dark Troopers since I played Dark Forces back in the mid 90s. Dark Troopers are great. Scorch, I think he's the only Delta Squad person on here, but he's also the best member of the Delta Squad
I
team.
Picked the best one. Why not? Why bother with the other ones?
Yeah, you gotta have a clone, and why not make your clone look like nothing, like none of the other clones? So Cobb Vanth is great. That why not? That's he's a good figure. Han Solo is probably my favorite Han Solo, the Bespin look. I think he's one of the best looking Han Solos they've made for sure. The Chewbacca with C-3PO, like that's two figures for one, so it's kind of cheating, really.
Oh yeah.
but it's the best C-3PO and it's the best Chewbacca. The only thing that would have made that Chewbacca better was if it came with a bowcaster instead of the E11. But I know the E11's more accurate to the movie. He should have with both,
when they're doing the Bespin escape, that he's got a Stormtrooper blaster.
He's got a Stormtrooper blaster. I get it. In fact, where did his bowcaster go and how did he get it back? Like, did he make a new one?
I think they took it away. Yeah, how did he get another one?
How did he get another one?
He went back to Kashyyyk in between movies.
He went to the bowcaster store and he's bought a new bowcaster,
Yeah, he went to the bowcaster store.
Is it like the Wookiee equivalent to a lightsaber where when they have to learn to make their own bowcaster kind of thing?
Yeah. Where's the Disney Plus series with all the Wookiees where we learn about that?
Right. The 000, another kind of expanded universe, but he's canon. He's a Death Protocol droid. Great figure. And he weirdly is like a sought after figure in the line. Like he commands a pretty high price on the aftermarket. Yeah. So Fennec Shand, one of the best figures of the year, whatever year you got her. I think I got mine technically in 2021, but I think a lot of people count her as a 2022 figure.
She was my 2021 figure of the year.
Oh, and I got her. Oh.
That's how great that figure is.
Yeah. Dr. Afra isn't my favorite, but I knew I wanted 000 and I wanted something to put on the shelf
It's a good
with
combo.
her.
You get a combo bonus.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
if you have one without the other, it doesn't really work.
Yeah, there's no BT1 or whatever, but if I can have two of the three, let's see. Oh, and then Chopper and Hera. I knew I wanted them on my team. I didn't know they would make it so far down the list, but I'm glad I got both of those on there because I think they're the only Rebels
combo bonus
combo I see on here.
Combo bonus.
Combo. Then the season 1 Mix Mayfeld is just a fun figure. I really love him.
I keep that one on my desk. I just love messing with him.
He's like a
all of
G.I.
his
Joe,
blasters.
honestly. Yeah.
He's like a Joe.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then Asajj Ventress was one of the figures. I remember I got her right when I moved into this house, and she was on my desk for months, just in fun, different poses. And then the Rebel Fleet Trooper is just a classic. Like he's a good figure. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that Rebel Fleet Trooper. Like I was looking at getting another one of him not too long ago, and it was like
I'm kind of surprised I only have the one. Honestly,
$35 for him. I was like, ooh,
they're expensive. I really hope I wish they would archive them. I think he'd be a good one to archive.
That instead of X-wing pilot Luke, archive him.
Archive that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got really lucky when I was building my doing the Tantive 4 set that I found those like for pretty solid deals on like Facebook Marketplace and Mercari that weren't like an arm and a leg. So I got 3 of those now. But they're like, they need to archive that. That's so much better than Bo-Katan, and X-Wing pilot Luke. So I got a question. This Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot, is this Archive 1 or Archive 2? Because they're getting crazy now.
Well, Archive 2 isn't a thing yet.
That's not out. That's not out. So it's the first one.
Here because like they're archiving archives now. There's a whole another.
I'm not going to be able to say archive. It's going to have to say. I don't know.
New archive, old archive, 2020 archive.
New old. Yeah. Have the year. So, what year was that one archived?
Yeah.
Right.
So now that Mike did his overview, I do want to also, before we get into the second half, thank you, Wilbon, for putting together this list.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yep.
I can tell, like, you put a lot of time and effort into this. Like, I really appreciate it.
I came home and my wife was like, "Are you doing homework? Like, what is going on? Are you in school? Why are you poring over your computer at 8:00 at night in the middle of the week?" It's like, no, I got to put this list together. I've been given a special task.
We appreciate you answering the call.
No problem.
But yeah, fun. I'll do sort of my halftime recap to give the listeners what I'm thinking. So I wanted to build core factions, sort of. So I've got, Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader paired with the Throne Room Palpatine. If I would have realized that was on the board, I would have probably taken it first. But then I realized there was only 2 Darth Vaders and I needed the better one. So that paired with the Return of the Jedi Luke, even though it's not the good one. And I also got Boba Fett and I got Grand Moff Tarkin and I got some troopers on here. So that's a good original trilogy core. And then I went heavy on prequel Jedi and clones. Like I got Obi-Wan from Clone Wars, Anakin Episode 3 Archive. Not a great figure, but I felt like I needed the representation. I also got Han Solo and Luke, for the original trilogy. And of course, I need the 501st to flank Anakin, and then some prequel Jedi and Sith. I got Count Dooku, Mace Windu, Maul, Ahsoka Tano, and then I had to throw in the Mandalorian.
Season 7, you have to be more specific, man. These are season 7.
That is
Ahsoka
true.
Tano, yeah.
I was trying to speed through it so we can get done. So season 7.
The other one isn't out yet, but I still wanted to give it that designation.
Yeah.
Like,
well, there's also like the Mandalorian Ahsoka Tano and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. And then I had to go with the red box Mandalorian because that was the only Mandalorian on here, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, and then Umbra Arc Trooper is one of the goated gaming great figures. Had to do the Qui-Gon red box when I saw it. Paired with the Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Phantom Menace card. And I got the Archive Darth Maul, so that's like a combo bonus right there. And of course, more...
You got your Duel of the Fates.
Yeah, more prequel Jedi, Aayla Secura, Cad Bane for the Baraka from Bad Batch Season 1. Galaxy Packaging is a good bounty hunter for the prequel shelf. So I've got nice factions built here. So me and Mike are kind of on the opposite sides of strategy. He's going for more the whatever individual figures he loves, and I'm kind of doing building out shelves almost. So I like that we're both kind of doing a separate
it's
strategy
kind of
here.
emblematic in the way that you guys collect. Mike is very focused on like how
Characters.
great the individual figure is, whereas you want to build scenes.
More like representation.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that is a good point, and it's like reflecting in this draft. So
it's like how you collect. Yeah,
that is
that's
true.
Cool.
All right, I'm ready to kick off the second half. What do you say?
Yeah,
let's go. Does that mean you go first second half, or I go
you
first?
go
second
first.
half
I
still?
go first.
Okay. All right, I'm picking Bosk, blue line, baby.
Oh, that was literally going to be my first pick. That was literally going to be my pick.
Bosk is my boy.
I wanted to pair it with my Boba Fett archive.
He was my password throughout all of high school because I picked a Star Wars character I didn't think anyone would know. He's a lizard man.
Lizard man.
Smart.
He has one line. I don't even know what he says in Empire Strikes Back.
He's wearing a Doctor Who outfit.
Yeah.
You just ruined my pick.
Ooh.
Well,
okay. IG-88's still there if you need a bounty hunter, even though he's a horrible figure.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with. I literally just saw it. Where's he at? I'm gonna go with the Scout Trooper archive because
Nice.
it's a great original trilogy representation.
All right.
And I am gonna spell it correctly. I'm gonna fix your spelling.
The Scout
error there.
Trooper. Yeah, a little typo.
Scout Trooper.
The Scout Trooper.
I'm going with Grand Admiral Thrawn, baby.
Ooh, I was
Nice.
eyeing him. I was eyeing that one. All right, I'm going to go with. So I have a Luke. I have a Han. I feel like I need. See, Slave Leia is on here, but that figure sucks, and we don't have a Jabba.
Yeah, that figure's poo-poo, and she doesn't have anybody to go with.
So I saw the Princess Leia A New Hope archive. That's the one I'm going to go with for the representation to complete the kind of the core three.
Yeah, she has that photo reel head too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mike.
All right. You know what? I'm going to go Greedo.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Greedo
You kind of took
is
away
an
my
underrated
New Hope
figure.
Han
I
combo.
know, that's why I took him, but I also genuinely love Greedo. He is the background of my Twitter because I think he's one of the first sleeper hits of the line.
Fun fact.
And he peg warmed too.
Fun fact.
Hard. He peg warmed hard.
Yeah.
Greedo is the first Black Series figure I owned. I found him at Target, right on the shelf.
Hey, there you go.
Way back when I had like $102 probably and still was buying toys.
You got to do what you got to do.
All right, so I am on the clock, unfortunately, because I haven't been paying attention. Controversial, but I got to pair Cara Dune with my Mandalorian.
Damn. I was actually going to get a
good choice.
Next, so you kind of suck for that, but that's fine. That's the game. That's
That
how
is
we
the
play
game.
it.
That's the
fine.
game.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm picking Dengar.
Oh,
Nice.
He was going to be in my next like 3 picks. We're getting to the point where like we kind of know what the better figures on the list are because half of them are good and half of them are garbage. So every pick is like, I was about to get that one.
Come on, man. Yoda's a first print.
How are you going to skip him?
Right? So I feel like it's not a great figure, but I do like the representation, and I don't want you to have a Kenobi for people to see. So I'm going with
Dang.
Clone Commander
So you
Obi-Wan.
have 2 Obi-Wan Kenobis on your shelf?
He's got 3.
Well, I've got
You
the
madman.
He's got
You madman.
he's got Clone Wars, right? Or
I
did
got
you
the
steal that
Clone.
one?
I got the
You
Clone
got the
Wars.
Clone Wars one.
Yeah,
Obi-Wan.
and he's
That's
got the Phantom Menace,
And he's got the episode 1.
Yeah. So
You got the Kenobi trifecta.
Oh yeah, the Holy Trinity. But I feel like you not having a Kenobi kind of hurts you a little. So
It does.
Yeah.
No, it does. I'm
Yeah.
going to choose the fifth brother.
good pick. He's a great figure, even though the saber.
Yeah, the
sucks.
lightsaber peg sucks.
that lightsaber thing. I don't know
So
what was going on with that.
I do need something. There are better figures on here, but I do need something for the clone troopers to shoot at. So I'm going Battle Droid Geonosis.
Oh, man.
Nice.
I'm actually surprised he lasted this long.
No
I'm picking
way!
Darth Revan.
I literally just saw him and was picking him next. It's really getting to that point where it's like every other figure is like, All right, so Battle Droid Geonosis. I'm also going to do Phase 1 Clone Trooper from the Attack of the Clones Galaxy packaging to go with some prequel clone there. Well,
I'm going to do Hoth Rebel Soldier.
Good pick. 40th anniversary carded version.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to throw in some video game. I'm going to go Cal Kestis Jedi Fallen Order Deluxe Set.
Nice.
The GameStop exclusive.
All right.
Just another prequel
Jedi,
Jedi, essentially.
I'm going to pop in Moff Gideon just to get him.
Good
go with
pick.
the Dark Trooper.
Yep, got to have that combo.
Yeah, combo.
You know, I just realized there's another Kenobi on here. It's the Episode 3 archive.
Are you gonna take him from me?
No Kenobis for you.
You're not
No
getting a Kenobi. I'm
Kenobis.
taking all the Kenobis. You're not getting a Kenobi.
This is the Kenobi Monopoly. That's the name. The name of this episode is called Kenobi Monopoly.
Kenobiopoly.
Kenobiopoly. Okay. Let's see. We're getting down here.
It's starting to be slim ass pickings.
I don't want that stupid marshmallow scout trooper. I'm gonna do the armor.
Good pick. Oh, that messes up my. I had the Mandalorian.
No.
Your Mandos are falling apart. They don't have an armor.
All right, since you did that, I'm going with. Oh, I saw her on here. Where's Bo-Katan at? I know Bo-Katan's on here. Where's she at? I just can't find her. There
Towards
she
the
is.
bottom, I think.
Bo-Katan Mando Galaxy packaging.
All
to
right,
go with
that was
my Mandalorian.
fine.
Perfect. And that's a I can throw that in with the prequels.
Yeah,
could.
She's fighting
With
in the Clone
Ahsoka.
Wars. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a double whammy.
You know what? I like Rio Durant. I'm gonna do Rio Durant.
I think we talked
Durant.
about
I feel
him
like he's
earlier
another
in this.
sleeper hit.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go, since you got Fifth Brother, I don't want you to get a little combo bonus here. I'm going to go Reva.
Oh, I forgot. I was gonna make her like two picks ago. Oh,
I'm going to go with Reva because she'll
Yeah.
look good with my Vader and Palpatine.
she will. I actually meant to pick her after picking
Back to back.
the fifth brother. Yeah, but then I got
You saw
distracted with
Darth
Darth
Revan.
Revan. I got distracted with Darth Revan, and then it threw off my whole plan.
I keep forgetting to scroll all the way up to the top to look at the top few that are up there.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna. Oh, I gotta pick Tobias Beckett to go with Rio Durant.
Okay, good pick, good pick.
Yep, good pick.
All right, I'm going to go with... Oh, where's it at? I'm going to go with the Grogu Mando Galaxy packaging because I think the Pram is a lot better than having the little one in the red tiny box.
That's fair.
That's down
Yeah.
here.
That's fair.
That's a good choice.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a weird one. You guys might think it's weird, but I'm picking him because I think he's a great figure and he looks good as a background character on the shelf. I'm picking Constable Zubio.
Oh, that's a big
Okay.
sleeper. That's a big sleeper pick.
All right.
Barely
People are like,
even
what?
in
You're choosing Constable Zubio? Yeah, I'm choosing him.
Barely
He's
even in the movie.
legitimately good as a toy.
All right. The figure sucks, but I feel like pairing him with some droids, some clones, and Count Dooku is worth it. Jango Fett Gaming Greats.
I mean, it's not like we have any other choice with Jango Fett. It's
True.
You know, it's you either have the crappy mold or you have nothing.
They need to redo that one. So
Even
bad.
the SH figure arts for him isn't good. Like I bought it like so hyped that I would have a good Jango Fett, and it's not good. It's kind of bad.
Interesting.
It's so not good. It's kind of bad.
You know, like,
You know what? I'm going credit collection Ahsoka Tano. That way, I've got an Ahsoka Tano to go with my other Mandalorian guys.
So don't count this against my time because I would just want to talk about the list real quick.
Yeah,
I
go
love
ahead.
the fact that you have Bib Fortuna and Slave Leia on here. Really like core Jabba's Palace characters, but we can't
No
really
Jabba.
like
No Jabba.
we don't have a Jabba to pair him with, so
No.
that's smart. All right, my time starts
And
now.
I was trying not to have any super like deluxe things because there's not a ton of them to like balance each other. So it's like if you got, I mean, I guess I could have done like the Tauntaun with, and that could have counterbalanced in a way.
Yeah.
But there's just not a lot of choices for like a comparable thing.
So I'm going Luke X-Wing pilot. So I have the 3 from A New Hope. Because I had the Return of the Jedi Luke, but now that I have A New Hope Leia, I got A New Hope Han, and I have X-Wing pilot Archive Luke. A good 3 from the original trilogy.
Nice.
Original film.
All right. I am gonna go
First print Yoda.
First print Yoda. No, I'm gonna go Mimban Trooper.
Good pick.
Nice.
Is that technically the Han Solo, or the Mimban Stormtrooper?
Just the Stormtrooper.
Okay.
This fella.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know why this figure fell this far. And if I would have really noticed him earlier, I would have picked him on my prequel Jedi. I'm picking Plo Koon in the red box.
Nice.
I feel like he kind of fell, so I'm taking him. I'm taking Plo Koon, another prequel Jedi.
I'm gonna do a little bit of a lesser figure here, but I'm gonna choose Omega to go with my Wrecker because they're a pair, they're a combo.
All right.
There's not a lot. There's scraps for Bad Batch, so it's you get them or you don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Captain Rex Bad Batch Season 1 because since Mike has the other one, I don't want to risk not having a Rex, and I can take that.
Smart.
I can take that soft goods off, and just have him look good with the Ahsoka and the Anakin I got. So
and just not the back of his helmet painted.
Yeah.
And with a shiny face.
And with the shiny face.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do Princess Leia archive, the Bausch archive.
Good pick.
Because I need a Princess Leia, and she's the best version of that figure by far. So,
ooh, do I sabotage you, not let you get a Han?
That makes you don't have a Han.
I don't know. You don't have a Han, do you? I don't think you have a Han.
He's got a Bespin Han Solo.
Oh, he does have Bespin Han. That's right. Okay, so I don't got to worry about that. You know what? I'm going to go with the Boba Fett Throne Room Book of Boba Fett because that'll go good with my Disney Plus Mandalorians I got so far.
And now Finnick has no Boba.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that might be the best pure figure remaining on the board. So.
All right. I'm going to go with Bib Fortuna to go with my Bausch Leia.
Smart. Good mini combo there. I'm gonna do to go with the Mandalorian. I'm gonna go Grief Karga from season 1. Not a great likeness, but
not
a little
combo.
A little combo there I can do.
We had some junk figures in here. We had to have the bottom of the barrel.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna do Padme.
Oh, I didn't even realize Padme was there.
And I'm doing that purely to take her from you.
Nice.
My heart is broken.
No Padme in the prequel zone.
Well, Padme doesn't even fit your collection now, so I'm not even mad.
I know.
You could pick, Anakin 2 episode.
Don't. I wasn't going to do that. I would never do that.
Well, now you can steal it, Zach.
I legitimately hate that figure. I want you to take him.
I'm going to not do that.
Go back and watch my review of him. He's terrible.
I'm not going to do that now because I do have that figure, though. I'm going to go with where is it at? Supreme Leader Kylo Ren red box.
Good one.
Because
that means I have to take Rey.
No, if you take Rey, I'm taking that Anakin. So if you take the Rey from me,
I'm going to take the Anakin and go with that Padme.
Okay, good. All right, well, perfect. I'm taking Ray and Dio red box
that's
for
fair.
a little combo
that's
with the Kylo. It's a little
we'll trade off.
We're just
it's just weird that I'm taking the prequel one and you're taking the sequel one.
Yeah, and that is the best Ray we have. So
for sure, hands down. Although there is the dark side Ray one here.
Yeah, that figure is
you know what? She's going to go with my Sith. So I got a couple Siths here.
That dark side Ray is a traffic cone. She's awful.
And she is a traffic cone, but she still kind of looks cool a little bit, maybe a little bit.
All right.
So listen, someone's got to pick her at some time, okay?
She's got to go off the board. No one goes undrafted here.
At the very least, she'll look cool with the other Sith I have.
That's true.
We're getting to the bottom slim pickings here, so I'm going to go.
We have the bottom of the barrel here.
I'm going to go Jar Jar Phantom Menace card because I have the Qui-Gon and the Obi-Wan from Phantom Menace, so that's a good combo there.
Okay. I'm going to pick the Emperor's Wrath Darth Vader just to get him off the board. I need a Vader.
fair.
Man, that Emperor's Wrath Vader is so bad.
It is.
It's horrendous.
It's not good. But at least I have a Vader for my shelf now.
Right.
No R2 on this, which I noticed.
Nope.
So I'm gonna do Aura Sing Attack of the Clones Galaxy packaging before prequel. Go with the Cad Bane. That'll be good.
Is that Attack of the Clones? Did I fuck that up?
No, yeah, this is supposed to be. I think
yeah.
it's Clone Wars. It's Clone Wars.
Yep.
All right, I'm taking IG-88 to go with my other bounty hunters.
He's got to go somewhere. He's got to go sometime.
Yep.
Let's do. I'm gonna go with the TIE Pilot Blue Line because it's a visually appealing figure, and it'll match some original trilogy stuff I got going on.
Yep. Can't believe the Porgs haven't gone yet. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go Admiral Akbar, just because he's original trilogy. He's a fun-looking alien.
Yeah, that Akbar is just, I don't know. I just like him. Maybe it's like the fact that you can open his mouth. Like, just how fun is that? That's great.
Sure. Yeah, he's one of the few figures that have articulated mouth. Yeah, that's for sure.
I was just moving some figures up there. To go with my episode 1, or sorry, the original, like the very first episode, Mandalorian, I'm going to go with the Client because it's a great likeness, and I have a 3D printed set. Cool. So does that come with this?
No. You just get the figure and his accessories. That's it.
I'm going to complete my my solo set and get Dryden Voss.
Nice.
Smart.
And he's one of the few figures that has that fun color change gimmick. So. I
actually picked him up for $10 from Big Bad Toy Store, and I had a little whiskey glass, so I threw that in his hand. He's got a little drink going on, a little drink.
You know what? This figure isn't great, but he's gonna look good with the Empire I got going. So let's do Director Krennic Red Box.
Yeah, I wish they would do another Director Krennic. That face is just not good. They need photoreal for him bad.
All right.
It is slim pickings in here.
It is. Okay, I'm gonna do Maz Kanata because again, she's just a fun looking alien, just kind of
Even if she's just in the background, she's cool.
All right, let's do. I'm gonna do Off-World Jawa Red Box because it'll go with my Mandalorian.
I was gonna do that one next. God damn it!
Got him.
Okay, I'm gonna get the slave outfit. I've got 3 Leias, but she goes with my Return of the Jedi set.
You've got the Leia collection.
I do.
So after my pick, we each have 3 left, right?
I think so.
We're at the point where like nothing's really fitting the collection.
Yeah, we're just picking stuff. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go with something cool. It can also be a side, like just a video game type trooper. I'm going to Stormtrooper carbonized, so he's all silver chromed out.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna do Mon Mothma because she can technically go with Return of the Jedi stuff if I want to.
That is true.
It's my shelf.
It's your shelf, yeah.
She has not aged a day, and
I would say Andor. Like I'm fine with. I love Andor. Don't get me wrong, but like there's no other Andor figures to put her with.
Let's do. You know what? This figure is horrible, but I'm gonna go with the Yoda Blue Line, quote unquote, first print. Inside joke if you get it, from ICC Con, because he's oversized, but a prequel Jedi, or I could have him with, original the OT. So yeah, he comes with a saber, so that's a prequel Jedi right there.
Yep.
All right, we each have 2 more picks. Unless you just want to pick the final, all of them.
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
Then I would win.
No, I mean
like beats you by numbers.
Like we all. No, I'm saying like we all.
No, let's just do all. No, let's just get all of them. Let's just do it.
Okay, so we'll finish them out. All right.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do it just to make people mad. I'm doing Holdo. She's not a bad figure. She's not great, but her hair fantastic sculpting. She's got a rockin' bod, and that's the base they used for Ara Singh and Ayla Sakura and whatever the other new one that just came out that I can't remember. So
look, people are just sequel haters. Like they're just gonna not like it just because it's the new trilogy.
It's
like,
a sequel.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have picked this one here, but I don't want you to be able to pair Poe and Admiral Holdo. So I'm gonna go with Poe Dameron and TFA Red Box and keep the helmet on.
One
That's
of
a very
the
important,
worst figures.
very important distinction. I'm keeping the helmet on.
That's fair.
Yeah, you got to cover that face up.
The helmet is never. I don't think I haven't taken the helmet off of that figure in years. So
How did Hasbro manage to make Oscar Isaac look ugly? Like
they've never done a good Oscar Isaac.
Like
It's
what?
really weird. All right, I'm gonna do Galen Erso just to have some, just to have someone different.
all right, I'm gonna just go with best figure remaining on the board. Han Solo, Return of the Jedi, 40th anniversary.
it's a good figure.
Great figure, and there's nothing else on the board that I would really want over that. So,
All right. I'm going, of all these, I mean, here's the thing. The Han Solo TFA is a good figure. He's got a great face because it's the archive release. But I don't have anything to go with him. And I figure Janna, well, I don't really have anything to go with her as well. She is just a good, she could like fill out a Cantina or a Jabba's Palace. Like, she's just a person to put on the shelf.
yeah.
And
She's not a bad figure.
Yeah, she's not a bad figure at all.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna double up on Han's. I'm gonna take the Han Solo TFA archive because now I can put Han next to that Rey and it'll look halfway decent for a sequel trilogy.
All right. I'm going to do the Carbonite Scout Trooper
All right.
just to have another Imperial on my shelf, even though he's the worst.
Yeah,
And I am going to take.
do not like that figure.
I'm gonna take the Finn Red Box just to simply put next to Rey and Han for TFA. A little sequel trilogy setup. A couple
This
figures.
is funny. This is really funny. I'm going to take the Porgs.
Nice.
Poor C-3PO with the red arm, man.
Well, that's
I'm going to take the Porgs over C-3PO.
That's my next pick. I'm taking. People might not recognize him because of his red arm, but I'm taking Red Box, Red Arm, C-3PO to put next to my small little sequels I'm building right here.
All right. Well, just because I need one, I'm taking the Red Box Child.
Mm-hmm. You don't have a Din Djarin to put him with.
I don't have much to put him with, but I've got him.
He's gonna stand there. He can stand next to the
'Cause
armor.
I didn't want Iadu Captain Andor.
Yeah, that leaves me with the last pick of the draft. Mr. Irrelevant. I'm going with Captain.
Who would have thought
Cassian
that would be the
Andor.
last figure that
I
we
know,
would pick
right?
was Captain Cassian Andor
Yeah.
from Iadu.
It's just like the most pedestrian pick. It's like it
Yeah.
doesn't really stick out. It's not a good version of the character.
It doesn't
It's just
fit.
It was such a weird
anything-
choice for them to put
Yeah.
in the line.
Yeah. The blaster is cool though.
I'm amazed that the Porgs went ahead of him though. That's just fun.
Well, I like fun little kind of like flavor things to go on the shelf, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, just that Cassian Andor was so, because he was part of the main line, whereas the one they should have done was in a 3-pack that you had to get another Jin with, and then that
Yeah.
the Death Watch Trooper guy
Yeah.
or whatever, the Death Trooper.
The squad leader or whatever it was.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
squad leader.
the Death Trooper.
But getting a second Jin sucked.
All right, Mike. How are you feeling about your overall collection here? What are your overall overall recap thoughts?
I'm actually feeling pretty good. I got a bunch of bangers in here.
All
Some of
right.
my top figures of all time are hanging out on my shelf right here. I've got some figures that are sought after. I've got some figures that just go well together. Some figures that can fill out a specific scene, but for the most part, I really like all of them. There's only a few on here that I genuinely don't like. For instance, IG-88, I took just to complete the rest of the bounty hunters that I got.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that I'm missing is Boba Fett, because you took him, because I took the better Boba Fett. Even though he doesn't technically go with those bounty hunters, he still can.
Yeah, he still can.
He's still
he
Boba
still
Fett.
easily can. It's still Boba.
Yeah.
Right. If you're balling on a budget, you get that Return of the Jedi one. That's
right.
the best one. Yeah.
That's easily the best one.
I would have taken that, but I panicked and took the Sand Trooper because I was running out of time.
The Sand Trooper's a great figure. I can't fault you for that. I mean,
I'm actually pretty surprised you took that third, though.
That's why I was panicking, and I wanted a nice original trilogy figure, and I didn't see the Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba, or I would have taken him. And that's just like, it was in front of me, and I didn't want to get penalized, so I just Control X'd and pasted it. It was a panic pick, all right?
The Out of the Basement boys would have said, why didn't that go 1-1? That should have been your first pick. That's their favorite figure.
Well, the Gamer Zone says Finn should have been first pick.
Where did he end up going?
I'm actually surprised he wasn't one of the last ones.
I took Finn with my
third to the
end. Yeah.
So that would have been like the 52nd pick or something.
Yeah, it's fitting.
So final pitch, Mike. You think you will get it?
Yeah. So let me go over my full roster right here. You guys let me know what you think. My first round pick, I chose Gamorrean Guard Red Box. Great figure.
No
Second
drama.
pick, Captain Rex. Great pick. Wrecker. Fantastic figure. Boba Fett. Fantastic. And this is the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. So these are deluxe figures. I just noticed that I'm picking all deluxe figures for my first.
For the book figures.
I'm going for value here. I'm going deep pockets here. My first non-official pick was was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth round was Death Watch Mandalorian, which is another banger right here. Then I got the Luke Skywalker, because you need a Luke Skywalker on your shelf. And of all the ones, I'm confident that the Empire Strikes Back Snowspeeder one is the best Luke Skywalker as a figure.
Yeah, it was also easily the best, like, on our list. So you did get the best Luke.
Yeah, for sure.
And to go with Luke Skywalker, if you're more of a old Legends stuff, you got Mara Jade. Great figure. Sergeant Creel, a stormtrooper with a lightsaber. You can just go shut up if you don't like that. I don't even know how you could not like that. Dark Trooper, again, another fantastic deluxe figure. I'm just going real deluxe heavy. I just noticed that, really.
Yeah.
Scorch, Gaming Greats, a clone trooper, one of the best of the 4 Delta Squad figures, that's for sure. Cobb Vanth, got that, rugged, not Boba Fett look. Love it. Bespin Han Solo, my favorite Han Solo, and my only Han Solo. So one of my goals here was to not double up on characters. And I failed that with Princess Leia, but I didn't want to have like 5 Han Solos. I didn't want to have like 5 Luke Skywalkers.
You didn't want to have 4 Obi-Wan Kenobis?
I didn't want to have 4. I wanted one of each of my favorites. So I got my favorite Luke on the list, and I got my favorite Han on the list, and I didn't get any of the others. My favorite Chewbacca, Empire Strikes Back Chewbacca with C-3PO. Again, another deluxe. I'm going all deluxes here, man. I think if we're going with how much each of our lists cost, mine wins.
Yeah.
That value, and you started hot with Captain Rex up top.
I did.
Yeah, and you got 000. Like,
000.
That's
right
a juggernaut.
Yeah. And it's a juggernaut in terms of aftermarket for sure. Fennec Shand, because she's easily one of the best figures in the line. Dr. Aphra, because I got 000. That's literally the only reason I chose her. If she had been the original Dr. Aphra, I would have probably chosen her a little sooner. But the publication one,
I should have took her as soon as you took 000.
You should have stolen her from me, because now I got her and 000. There's no BT1 to choose, or else I would have gotten him as well. Then I got Chopper, because Chopper is one of the best droids, and then to double with that, Hera. So there wasn't much Rebels representation in here. I got what there was, basically. Miggs Mayfeld, I don't have a lot of Mando figures, but he is one of my favorites in the line, because he's just a cool looking dude. Asajj Ventress, another just kind of Sith chick lover. Rebel Fleet Trooper, I don't know why I chose this one. He doesn't go really with any of my stuff, except for I do have the Stormtrooper, so I can have them fighting on the shelf.
It's also just a great army builder. So
yeah, for sure. Oh no, he's a great figure, absolutely. And then Bosk, for a while, Bosk was one of my favorite figures in the line. He came out super early. He was the first figure with like an articulated mouth, which is great. I just really like Bosk. I got Grand Admiral Thrawn to go with the Rebels to kind of finish off the Rebels, although he's the archive version, so he has the better face, which is nice. I chose Greedo partially to take him away from Zach, but also because he is one of my favorite figures. I got Dengar to go with Bosk. Let's see. I got the Hoth Rebel Soldier because he's a good figure.
Fifth brother.
Oh yeah, I got Fifth Brother. That's right.
Yeah.
I got Fifth Brother because I wanted it. He looks cool, and he's just, I don't know.
And now I took all the other
You
people
did.
he goes with, so
You
he's just
did.
kind of standing alone on your shelf.
I just got Fifth Brother. I should have gotten Reva first. I don't know why I didn't.
I didn't realize this. He fits on your Rebels shelf.
He does fit on my Rebels shelf. You're absolutely right.
That's true.
He does fit on my Rebels shelf, so I'll take it. I got Moff Gideon to go with the Death Trooper. I got the Armorer to go with my Mandalorian.
No, I took the Mandalorian.
Well, the Death Watch Mandalorian. I mean, because she's
true.
part of the Death Watch.
Yeah, they can be like they can be her behind her and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I picked Rio Durant and Tobias Beckett back to back because there's not a lot of Solo representation on there, and I like Solo. I think Solo is a fun movie.
I like Solo a lot too. It's very
Constable Zuvio, a sleeper figure. I know a lot of people hate on him. It was fun to hate on him. It was popular to hate on him, but he's not a bad figure.
But did you take this?
Why would I take Spider-Man?
Yeah, I forgot to say, with my 56th pick, I take the Spider-Man 3 pick.
Oh my god!
Nice. Somehow, Peter Parker returned.
Then I snagged the credit collection Ahsoka Tano. Not my Ahsoka Tano I want, but she was the only one available, and I do like her colors. I really do. I like the hint of the blue on the lightsaber, even though it's not accurate to what we got. I like it.
You can say it's like
cool
a lighting
looking
effect,
figure.
Yeah.
It's just a cool looking figure. Like some of those credit collections, those paint colors are just awesome.
The paint colors look cool. Exactly.
Yeah.
I got the Mimban Stormtrooper to kind of go with the other Stormtroopers I've got, and my Solo collection there. Omega to go with Wrecker because you got to have it, and then I have a little Return of the Jedi thing where I got Princess Leia Bausch, Bib Fortuna. That was fun, back to back. Then I stole Padme from Zach because I'm pretty sure he didn't see her.
I did not see Padme until you selected her.
Yep, and then he let me take the Anakin Skywalker to go with her. So I'll take that. Then I chose Rey, the Dark Side, just to have another bad guy Sith person on my shelf. Then I chose a Darth Vader, Emperor's Wrath, despite the fact that he's a terrible figure. I needed a Darth Vader on my shelf. Then I chose IG-88. Again, we're hitting bottom of the barrel here to go with the other bounty hunters. Admiral Akbar, just because he's a cool figure. I don't care. Dryden Voss to go with Solo. Maz Kanata, again, just another alien. Princess Leia, because I didn't want her, but we were getting the end, and I just had and she kind of picked. She went with the other Return of the Jedi figures that I kind of had for.
Yeah, you can have like a Gamorrean guard, like drag her around.
Exactly. Then I got Mon Mothma Andor to kind of just be Mon Mothma because she kind of goes around. I got Admiral Holdo because I know that makes people mad.
They could go with Mon Mothma. They're like the same person.
Exactly. They're pretty much the same character. Yeah. Galen Erso, just because he's a fine figure. He's a little Imperial guy. He can hang out on my Imperial shelf. I kind of took him because he would have paired well with Tarkin, and I kind of took him so you couldn't do that. But then I got Janna just because she was there. The Scout Trooper was towards the end because it's the carbonized one, and that's terrible. Porgs because there wasn't much left, and then the Child because I like the Porgs better than the Child.
Alrighty, yeah, solid. You got some really great figures.
I got some bangers, and it kind of fizzles out.
Wilbon, will you read the Gamer Zone's most recent comment down there?
I think Zach won. That's what he says.
That's what Gamer Zone said.
That's what chat decided.
I'm reading that too, but I don't agree. But that's fine. I get it.
All right, so my final pitch.
Let's see his thoughts.
I think I took the W personally. Me and Mike both, of course, think we each took the W. So whenever I give my final pitch, just think about, wow, this dude is he built a solid empire. He built a solid prequel Jedi, like just prequels in general, and he sprinkled in some Disney Plus Mandalorian, and he also sprinkled in the better of the sequel stuff until whenever there were slim pickings. So I went with this. Was also before we even did this, I said I don't care what Darth Vader is on the board. If there's only one Darth Vader, I was gonna pick it number one because you can't build an empire without Darth Vader.
Gotta have Vader.
True.
You know,
That's
so
true.
it could have been just the Emperor's Wrath one, and he would have been my number one pick because I was building from factions rather than your view, which was like just pure figure. You know.
Yep.
So I went Darth Vader, Empire Strikes Back, followed by the deluxe with throne, Emperor Palpatine. That's a banger of a duo. Panic picked the Orange Line Sand Trooper, and then I'm building on the Episode 6 set there with the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. Even though it's the blue line one, it's still the representation. My favorite figure in the line, Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars. Anakin Skywalker Episode 3 Archive, not a great figure, but the representation to me was important. The Han Solo Power of the Force, which is just it's the A New Hope Han
It's a
with the
terrible
updated
figure.
head.
Ugh.
But it's the representation. I needed
There were better Han Solos though.
Yeah, but I wanted the A New Hope one. I didn't even realize the Bespin one was on there, but I saw the Power of the Force. I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then 501st Clone Trooper to go with Episode 3 Anakin. And then Count Dooku, Red Box, Mace Windu, Red Box, Darth Maul Archive to build out the prequels. Ahsoka Tano, Clone Wars Season 7, building out more prequels. Scar Trooper Mike, he can go with that Sand Trooper and he can stand behind Darth Vader. Boba Fett Archive, he fits in on the original trilogy shelf.
Yep,
Yeah, and with
trilogy.
the Empire. It would have been great to get some of those bounty hunters that Mike took, but I just kind of went in another direction. Had to go with the Mandalorian Red Box because Mandalorian is the best thing, arguably, since Disney purchased Star Wars. So, had to get that. Grand Moff Tarkin to go with Palpatine and Vader, of course. Trapper Wolf because the PulseCon set, because why not? It's Dave Filoni.
Yeah, that was a weird choice. I'm surprised you did that.
Yeah, it was kind of random, but I was still able to succeed in what I wanted to follow, and so I'm pretty happy with it. The black and yellow Gaming Greats Umbra Arc Trooper to build out the prequels, and then more prequel stuff following. Qui-Gon Jinn Red Box, followed by the Phantom Menace carded Obi-Wan Kenobi. And
You got them and Darth Maul, so that's a good combo.
And I got Jar
the
Jar
Duel of
later
the
on.
Fates. Yeah, I got that Phantom Menace bases covered.
Oh, yeah.
You got all the Phantom Menace figures.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that here in the list. I mean that in general for the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayla Secura to build out the prequel Jedi. Cad Bane, the Braca Bad Batch one.
I was a little bummed you took him.
Prequel Bounty Hunter, baby. Scout Trooper Archive to go with those original trilogy troopers. A New Hope Archive Princess Leia to go with that Han.
It goes with
Cara
Han.
Dune.
Yep.
Cara Dune Red Box to go with the Mandalorian. Clone Commander Obi-Wan, kind of specifically to make sure that Mike didn't get a prequel Obi-Wan. Even though it's not a great figure. The Battle Droid from Geonosis to make sure that my clones had something to shoot at. And then the Phase 1 clone.
You have like 20 clones to shoot at one battle droid.
I know. it's pretty one-sided. Wilbon, you should have put all the other ones on here.
That poor battle droid is just going to get absolutely demolished.
Not to mention all the Jedi you have.
Yeah. Man, the Republic went overkill on that one fight. They called everybody.
They ganged up on that one for sure.
Yeah.
Phase 1 clone, of course, the Attack of the Clones Galaxy. Cal Kestis was kind of random, but he was the only Cal Kestis on here, so I had to take the
He's
the
technically a prequel Jedi. Technically.
Yeah, exactly. I did this one strictly so Mike wouldn't have a prequel Obi-Wan, and that was the Episode 3 Archive Obi-Wan. So I completed the quintuplet of Obi-Wans.
The Bo-Katan pissed me off. I was going to say that.
Oh yeah, that's going with my Mandalorian for sure. Or I could put that with Ahsoka.
Yeah,
You got
two W's over me on the next two right here.
Mike, you forgot to pick Reva to go with your fifth
I did.
brother.
100%. I just forgot.
So I'm taking Reva. She's going to stand behind Darth Vader, which will be great. I had to pick the Mando Galaxy Packaging Grogu because he does come with the pram.
The pram, yeah.
And I didn't want to be stuck with the little red box one that Mike got at the very end. Jango Fett gaming greats to go with the Count Dooku and the Battle Droid and the clones. That'll be great. X-Wing Pilot Archive Luke Skywalker to go with that A New Hope Han and Leia. Plo Koon, another prequel Jedi. Kind of surprised he fell this far. I didn't even really see him.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
Kind of hid in the bottom there. It's like
he did.
He kind of hid down there.
So I think that was a late W for me. Captain Rex Bad Batch Season 1 Galaxy. Mike had already taken the other one, so I knew I could kind of wait.
That's why I wasn't taking that one, because I didn't want two Rexes. I didn't need two Rexes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I could kind of wait, so I waited on that one. That'll go good with the Anakin and Ahsoka I got. I got the Throne Room Boba Fett from the Galaxy packaging to go with my Disney Plus Mandalorians there. And I feel like he was kind of the best figure, like pure figure remaining, as far as like articulation and modern.
No, I agree with that.
And like modern ability. It's not a word, but I'm gonna say it. So I feel like that was an easy pick. Brief Cargo Season 1 Mando to go with Mandalorian. And then I doubled up. I got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And then I got Rey and Dio for a little sequel trilogy battle.
That was a good back-to-back, right there.
And that was when you did the Padme and Anakin, so we both kind of were like, all right, we're gonna squad up here.
Yeah, we made some concessions.
Jar Jar Binks, Phantom Menace to go with that. Like I mentioned a second ago, the Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon from Phantom Menace. Aura Singh, Clone Wars Galaxy packaging, of course. Prequel Bounty Hunter will go with Cad Bane. TIE Pilot to go with that original trilogy set. The Client will go with Mandalorian, of course. Director Krennic will look good with Vader and Palpatine and Thrawn, and not Thrawn, and what's his name, Tarkin. You know, I was mad that you picked Thrawn because I was going to try to do Vader, Tarkin, Thrawn, and Krennic to really build that out, but you took Thrawn from me.
I'm surprised you didn't do Galen Erso then, because they would have gone together.
Yeah, I kind of forgot he was even part of the Empire, honestly. I was looking at him. I was like, I don't have a Jyn. I looked at him and I thought about Jyn Erso, and I was like, well, there's not even a Jyn, so I didn't even like remotely think about it. He was in the Empire. I kind of messed up on that one. Off-Road Jawa to go with that Season 1 Mandalorian. I got Stormtrooper Carbonized, so not a great look.
Not a great look.
It could also just be like a Special Corps, original trilogy, like maybe like some comic book Stormtrooper or something that I could see happening.
That silver Stormtrooper just looks great too. Like, it's just a cool look.
Yoda Blue Line, the first.
I'm a little bummed you took him from me because I would have gone with my other Empire Strikes Back guys.
Yeah.
I thought I had more time.
And I took him as sort of like a prequel Jedi because I have all the other ones. Poe Dameron, because TFA Redbox, we didn't really have anything good left, I don't think. Han Solo, Return of the Jedi 40th. It doesn't really fit anything I have, but he's a good original trilogy, and he's a great figure, great looking figure. Arguably one of the better likenesses in the line with that Bespin Han.
You've got a lot of Han Solos. You could just put all your Han Solos together. They could just hang out.
That is true. I doubled up. I went with the TFA Han Solo, and that'll kind of go with my Rey, and then I followed up with the Finn red box version, the Jakku one. C-3PO, you may not recognize him because of the red arm. And then I didn't have a choice because it was the very last figure. Captain Cassian Andor, Eadu, red box. So he doesn't even fit anywhere, but I'll just have him laying dead next to some stormtroopers.
Yeah, he could be their victim. Yeah.
So
all right. So here's what we're gonna do. On Saturday when this goes live, I'm going to put up a poll on Twitter and our Facebook group over who you think won. And I'm going to leave it live for like a week if I can.
Can we post this Google Doc and like make it uneditable?
Yeah, we can post. Yeah, I can share the link so it's just viewable only. We can just share that in the Facebook group, wherever.
Yeah. So if you want to see it, if you want to recap, go check it out. Join our Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter. You can vote on who you think won.
All right, so the question is... I'm going to
send you both of you guys the link.
So be sure you make it read-only and uneditable.
Yeah, it'll be view only.
Someone's just going to put a bunch of penises on it.
Wilbon.
They better not vandalize my beautiful grid of figures over here.
All right, the question is, Wilbon, Oh, my access has expired. Oh, I can't even edit it now. Cool.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll give you power.
No,
I'll give you
it's
power.
good.
No, I don't want to. I just.
Done. Okay, you guys should be able to edit it again.
No, I don't want to edit it. I wanted to make sure it worked. But.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll switch it back.
Wilbon, who do you think took the W? I feel like we need a good recap from you here. What do you think? Some of the Wilbon.
If I was selling my collection as a whole, or Zach was selling his collection as a whole, and you could only buy one, and you didn't have anything, you're just starting out.
Yeah, if I was just starting out,
well,
I think I would go with Zach's if I had 0 figures.
Okay.
If I was just starting from scratch, even though I think Mike, your figures are better, they're better quality. I would say like from the top down, better quality figures across the board. But like, you gotta get your basics first when you start your collection.
All right.
Yeah. So, Wilbon, what do you think some of the sleeper picks were, or maybe like pick too early? What would you have like, or
that for me personally, the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker was super early. I thought that would have fell. I thought that was a little bit of a
bag,
reach.
Honestly, when he chose that, I was like, "What are you doing?"
I was like,
well,
ooh.
My thought was, since I picked that throne room Palpatine and I had that Vader, I wanted that.
It makes
set.
sense.
I wanted the
you had a set,
Yeah.
right? And that was a shocking pick. Mara Jade, I think it went a lot earlier than I thought she would.
Mike loves that figure.
I love Mara Jade.
It's a good figure for sure, but I didn't think it would go as high as it did.
That's fair. Yeah,
but
I
as
think
far
for
as, like,
me, the Sand Trooper came way too fast.
That went way too early.
That was such a panic pick. I was looking for something original. There was so many figures, and like the time went. We were still doing like 35 seconds or 30 seconds at this point.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What's the first Empire thing I see? Control X. I gotta get in."
And I like the beauty of you guys not seeing the list and it just being almost overwhelming, the amount of choice that you have.
It was that first pick was tough.
It was it was exciting off the top for sure with all those figures to pick from.
I was so mad whenever I didn't get the first pick because I was worried Mike was gonna pick the Empire Strikes Back Vader. Because I typed in Control F to Darth Vader and I was like, oh, there's only 2 and one of them's like the worst Vader. We have the best and the worst of Vader. So I needed like it would have been a New Hope Vader, and I would have taken him just for the representation of a good Vader, you know.
And it just so happens you got a really good Darth Vader.
You got the best one.
Yeah. No, this is definitely an episode that I would, if I was not subscribed to the Patreon, this is an episode that would make me want to subscribe to Patreon so I could watch it, because I imagine listening to this is not near as exciting as watching the figures fall off the board. And then you don't know what's coming, though, if you're only listening. So
that's true. That's a great sales pitch. And people should join the Patreon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like we should do this annually, Mike. What do you think? Like next June,
all right,
we'll do a 2024, and then
we'll have mid-year.
We'll have Wilbon like make some same figures, and there's so many figures in the line that it'll be different every year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm sure a couple will be the same,
there'll be a lot of fine additions to the draft pool, the figure pool.
Absolutely, I like it. Yeah, that's exciting. So,
no, Wilbon, hey, thanks, man. You did a great job. You really put a lot of thought and effort into it, and it shows. So
thank you.
That was a lot of fun.
It was fun to put it together, and it was fun to watch you guys panic. Make these crazy picks.
Yeah, we just thought this would be a good idea since Hasbro hasn't revealed anything, so we haven't had a lot of news to go over.
Yeah,
and there's not a show out, so.
I figure every June it's like you're gonna have the slew of May the 4th reveals, and then you're just gonna have a dead zone where there's just gonna be nothing. I bet that's gonna happen every year.
We did actually just get an announcement that we haven't talked about.
What's that?
We have a brand new Star Wars video game.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that.
Outlaws.
Outlaws looks fantastic, and I want I need sexy daddy commando droid. Just need. There's a mighty need for that figure.
We need that in the line for sure.
Yeah, with the trench coat, commando droid, or the trench coat. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah.
Well, of course, that means we'll also get a regular commando droid. Fine, but like, he's wearing a trench coat. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Hopefully they do it, and then they could release the Clone Wars regular version with some alt weapons or gaming grades, because he's in Battlefront 2.
I mean, there were commando droids in Jedi Survivor.
Yep.
For the so there's a lot of ways they could repaint it. For
Hasbro,
sure.
Go ahead and milk that figure, but just give me the one with the trench coat.
Milk it. I dare you.
Yeah.
I double dog dare you to milk that figure.
Yeah.
Milk me, daddy.
Trench coat daddy.
That's really all we have to say about it. There was an announcement trailer, and then there was like a little gameplay 10-minute trailer. It looked great.
Yeah,
it looked
I only
fantastic.
watched the announcement trailer. I don't like watching the gameplay stuff too long, because I always just want to like be totally shocked.
You want to experience it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like watching people play the game before I play. I would rather just watch the thematic trailer and then let me dive into it. I don't really watch the 20, like, like the Spider-Man 2 game. They did the the
they
game
gave too much away.
Yeah.
No, the Outlaws one was like a taste. It wasn't enough to really spoil a lot. It just kind of gives you a general idea of what the game's going to be like.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. You can go in and firefight. You can sneak around. You can make your little dog thing, the little axolotl dog whatever thing, go off and do things for you, like punch a button or whatever. Like, it seems pretty cool.
Open world Star Wars.
And there's a lot of options. Like she chose the option to not bribe an Imperial person instead of bribe it, and it made her want it. And like, there was a lot of really cool choices that kind of changed the way you play the game, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised at the reaction to the trailer or the reveal that we got. Like, the idea of any sort of open world Star Wars game had me so excited. Like, like, and I've seen people are already complaining about it. And I'm like, you've barely seen anything in this game. How are you already mad? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I like the fact that we're not a Jedi. Like, we're just a person existing in the Star Wars universe.
Yep.
And I feel like that's not really explored a lot in Star Wars. Like, it is in The Mandalorian, but even then they shoehorn Jedi into it. Yeah.
No, they didn't shoehorn. Hold on.
They shoehorned Luke Skywalker into it.
No, they did not. They did not shoehorn.
They shoehorned him into it.
They did not. The plot was literally set up for him. They didn't just shove Luke in for the sake of it being Luke.
Skywalker into this show.
But from the very first episode,
I would have liked it to be Plo Koon. I would have liked the Plo Koon show up. Whatever.
If he had died.
Yeah.
Shoehorn's too strong of a word, because shoehorn's like when it doesn't make sense and they just did it just because.
Shoehorn, lazy cash grab. He was just a repack.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to bring that up because it was a thing we had to talk about, but there isn't much to talk about.
That is true. I'm excited.
It's a day one purchase for me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, video games are looking bright. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man 2. Then after that, we're gonna have Outlaws eventually. So
even Starfield.
Well, just next week. Starfield looks good, but I don't have an Xbox, so
right. I mean, hopefully I'll have a upgraded PC and I can play Starfield on that.
Oh, that's right. But next week, Final Fantasy 16 comes out, and I did just play the beginning of that because they released a demo for it, and that's just the first hour or so of the game, and your save for that goes into the regular game. So when you get the game, you just kind of continue where you left off.
That's cool.
And it's Game of Thrones. Final Fantasy 16 is just Game of Thrones with magic Final Fantasy flavoring thrown in. But like all the political intrigue, like it's all there. It's crazy. People dying. Like people dying gruesome deaths. Like, it's violent, it's visceral. I was very surprised. I was shocked at like how bloody it was and how much swearing there was, and kind of how horny it was, honestly.
Some of those JRPGs, like for whatever reason, like they just stay horny. I don't know what's going on.
Stay horny, my friends.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well,
cool.
I think that's gonna do it. We did a long.
We've been
show
going for 3 hours almost. Yeah.
Yeah. Not having a lot going on. We managed to fill up some time.
Yeah. So everybody, be sure to head over to our socials to vote. That'll be Twitter at TBS Cantina. That'll be our Facebook group, Black Series Cantina. So just request to join that, and then go vote on there.
I'll put those up on Saturday.
Perfect.
And I'll make them for like a week or so. So if you're listening to this in the middle of the week or whatever, the poll should be up. I don't know. What's the longest you can make a poll in?
Probably 24 or 48 hours. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Let's find out. I don't know.
We can post it twice and just do a total.
That's true.
Total vote count.
On Twitter, you can make a poll last 7 days.
Oh, cool.
So there's that. On Facebook.
Yeah, and then in the comments and the replies to those posts, we encourage you to like comment why you picked Mike or myself.
Yeah, we want to know.
Yeah, we want to know. It's really interesting. I had a blast whenever I came with this idea. I thought it'd be a good time, and it surely lived up to it. Big thanks to Wilbon again for taking the time out to put together that list.
No problem. It was fun.
And if you do want extra Black Series Cantina content, me and Wilbon did just record our monthly.
Are we putting that in here?
No, we already have a really long show.
It's already a really long show. Yeah.
Yeah. We went like 2 hours, 2.5 hours or something anyway. So.
I don't see how long a Facebook poll can be. I don't see like a time on here.
I wonder if it's just indefinite or it just stays up forever.
Let's see. I'm just going to hit test, and I'm going to hit test, and we're going to hit post, and we'll see if it gives me an option for how long I want it to stay there.
So if you're a Patreon member, that is open to every tier. You can go check that out. It's like another 2.5 hours of content, just me and Wilbon talking about Black Series and whatever came up, Star Wars related, and some other.
We went on some tangents, but we covered some bases.
We did, absolutely. Wilbon, we're trying to get Wilbon enough followers so he can get a press pass for ICCCon next year, so he can save $500. So he can save $500 on a VIP ticket.
Yeah, for sure. So, you can follow me on Instagram at Wilbon Black Series on IG. I just do a lot of toy photography. I'm an amateur toy photographer. I'm not good, but I'm getting better. And I just post fun stuff and throw stuff on the story that I see around Instagram. And I just love chatting with people and hearing about what everybody else is buying and, just chronicling my plastic addiction.
Hell yeah. Mike, you got any videos you're working on about to post? Where can people follow you? I know we get first-time listeners all the time, so where can they find you?
I've got a YouTube channel at Mike Case. That's how people usually know me from. I had a dream that I did a review on Darth Malak here, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be my next review. Just straight up, kind of like how I used to do reviews, where I'm in front of the camera, so you can see my face and all of that. And I'm just going to talk from my heart, off the top of my head, no script. Just going to go for it and see what comes out. Nice. But I wanted to do that last week, but I've been really busy at work. Like, all my free time has been work, even my night times. So that's done. I have free time. So hopefully this weekend I'll have some free time to record my Darth Malak review.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good. So remember, our next Black Series Cantina podcast, we will have a very special guest joining us he's done work with Hasbro in the past, so stay tuned for that. It'll be an interesting chat.
GT.
Oh, yeah. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the Star Wars Black Series. So it's funny, my most popular video on TikTok now is a Marvel Legends video.
You should just cancel your TikTok.
I know. It's the video. of the 3-pack.
The Marvel Legends.
At
Right.
the Marvel Legends, yeah.
It's of the Spider-Man 3-pack, and it's got over 500,000 views. Isn't that insane?
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
My next most popular video is whenever the Clone Wars, like Ahsoka and Magma Guard and all them were revealed. I said Magma Guard.
The Magma
Guard.
were revealed.
Magma Guard.
We're taking it full circle.
That one
The
got
Magma Guard.
Yeah, that one got like 217,000. So this one like over doubled that, which is insane. Over 500,000 views on a Spider-Man
Dang.
video.
Wow.
So yeah, follow me on those. You can join up for our Patreon if you want to support the show, and then watch the video of this, which we would recommend it, and we would really, really appreciate it. Join our VIP tier, and you can do all the stuff that Wilbon does. He obviously helps us out with anything we need for the show. But he also gets a monthly show with either Mike or I. If we're both available, we'll do it. If not, one of us does it. We've done 2 of those. So if you want to have your own monthly show with one of us, join the VIP tier. We'd appreciate it. You can buy merch if you want to buy a Black Series Cantina mug or a Rancor t-shirt. You can do that. You can find the links, I think, usually in the description of the podcast, maybe, or on my link tree on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter to vote. Be sure you vote for Zach in the contest for sure.
Okay.
At TBS Cantina, and then join the Facebook group to go vote for Zach as well. Black Series Cantina. And then email us your thoughts on the show, and then any feedback you have, blackseriescantina@gmail.com. Real quick before we sign off, Wilbon, who took the W today? Who were you voting for?
Zach. That's who I will be voting for when the poll goes live.
Nefarious.
I paid him to vote for me. I'm bribing Wilbon.
He's waiving the VIP fees this month.
I didn't say that, but
Or just throw me a Black Series Cantina t-shirt. Throw me a Fine Editions t-shirt.
all right, we got you.
Yeah.
I'll make sure it comes out of Mike's half of the Patreon too.
Oh, no, you don't.
Nice. That's your punishment for taking the L.
No.
Clone Command is joining us very late. We're doing our final sign-offs.
Man.
You missed the whole draft. We did a whole... That draft lasted a long time. We started at like an hour and a half.
It did.
So.
Yeah, we got to go.
Yeah, we got to hop off, so...
We got to get to bed.
Right. It's bedtime.
Yeah.
It's so sleepy. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you in like 2 weeks with a very special guest. Bye.